live. Hello there, everybody, and welcome to the best. Today, I am playing Soma with my brother. Say hello, brother.
Hi, how you doing?
Oh, Lord, you're loud. Alright, let's wait for my brother to get live, and then we'll go ahead and click continue. In the meantime, how's everyone doing? How are you all handling yourselves? Oh, I'm
handling myself just fine.
Oh man, I'm not looking forward to tonight in the terms of like I actually have to do scary stuff.
You gotta do scary stuff.
We talked for an hour and a half, stalling, so I didn't have to go towards Potato Man again.
I mean, the Potato Man is fine. They just got no arms and no legs.
Yet it can still open doors. That's a shocker.
Yeah, and? Yeah?
It was not okay. It was not okay.
It's not?
No.
It's not? No?
I disapprove.
Why do you disapprove?
Scary, that's why. Take a second though and look at this like starting screen. It's kind of interesting. The facade of your humanity is like dwindling by this point of the game.
Uh-huh.
So it's like representing that you're just a it was just a holographic face overlay on a organic robotic structure. It's kind of cool.
Are you saying you just thing?
Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto.
Are you just noticing the split?
Just? No. You're still acting like a robot, though.
I'm not acting.
You're not...
I'm not acting.
Oh, he's back. That was strange.
Disconnected. Attempting to reconnect.
Were you a robot this entire time?
This is unfortunate.
Am I the robot?
Shut up. My connection is being weird.
Again?
No, not again. Always.
Oh, well.
Still,
okay, is a fair point. But still, again, is still a fair point. I love the English language. Hopefully that made sense to everyone else. Again is still a still, again is still.
Again is still, again is still.
Yes, still and again, but again is still skin. I got skin in the game.
I've got skin.
Do you?
Oh,
look back at your skin. Look back at me. Now look back at your skin. Now look back at me. I bet you didn't know that I was riding a horse.
The flesh is mine. You can't beat my flesh.
Your flesh?
I stopped myself before I continued with that statement. Yeah.
It's too late. We have the soundbite now.
I stopped myself. I stopped it. Hello, Pink Rose.
Nah. Yeah, I don't think you did. Hello there. How's it going?
I did. I totally did. You can't stop me because I stopped me. You see how that works?
You're the guy that when he gets bullied by a guy who's like, I'm gonna punch you in the face now, you say, not if I punch myself in the face first.
Exactly. That means that your punching of my face becomes ineffectual because I did it before you.
If you punch your eye and get a black eye, before the bully punches your other eye and gives you another black eye, you still have two black eyes.
You see,
in
that's
fact,
where
you
I
have double the amount of black eye.
You see, brother, if I hit myself and give myself a black eye, and then they give me another black eye in my other eye, that means I've activated my trap card.
Which is what? Go home early?
My trap card of go home early. Exactly.
Gain the sympathy of all of my friends at the same time as losing all of my dignity.
At the cost of the enemy's life points.
No. No, I'm pretty sure all you did was harden his knuckles. You know, maybe he took some damage on his fist. Maybe he broke a bone because your head's that thick. But, like, aside from that...
Hard to tell if it's my connection or yours. I'm a bit behind on the streams, Lamau. Yeah, that happens.
It's probably rabbits.
I do normal latency. So, being normal latency, it tends to be fairly behind.
It's true. Yes, that part is true. But the lag, the Robo-Domo Arigato, that's 100% on Rabbit.
Am I still roboting on your end, bro?
No.
No?
Correct.
Okay. You know?
Anyway,
that's fine.
It looks like we're both live now.
Yeah. I got a pulse.
The plan to take the Dunbat into the abyss has failed. Well, duh. Simon and Catherine decided to go to Omicron and ride the climber down instead.
Thank you, JP Dev, for the raid. You're just in time for Ark to hit the button.
Oh, yeah, wait. Doesn't he need to do the thing?
I mean, JP should have full access to be able to access this channel of ours.
Then access when at your leisure. Is it waiting on an any key? No, it's not.
Stream sounds
now
fine?
It's waiting on the any
good.
key. Woo. Oh, I forgot. I know where we are.
Where are we?
Hello, sir.
Who are
That's
you?
where.
Oh, right. The good part.
What is that symbol? So I need to take back something?
Take back
this hello guy.
Hey, look who it is.
And you know what? Thank you so much for last week, guys. I couldn't take the appointment.
Oh man, it was the funniest time, JP. You're such a great talker.
Am I?
Yeah.
Excuse you, sir.
There's one follow up. There's one follow up from your last stream. I saw the rest of the stream because you know I went away early.
Mm-hmm.
You remember? And you were talking about that survey that you took in that computer that long. You talked about that a long time after I went back.
Yes.
You remember the most controversial question was if it could benefit the Ark simulation if you insert naive and simple characters in there, like kids.
Yeah.
Yeah? And you talked that much about it that you really forgot about what the question was really about. Because you discussed about the word could or would, while that was not even part of the question. The question was, what do you think? And then it doesn't even matter if it's would or could, because then it's just your opinion.
Well,
it's a good point. That's a very good point. Very valid.
There's a point to that, but at the same time, there's also, I don't remember what the exact question was, so you have the advantage in this discussion at this moment. But I will say that what I remember from it, don't do that, was the question revolved around, like, what I like to do is I like to abandon the question and then go down a rabbit hole, right?
Yeah.
So in when I was talking about those things, I was no longer talking about the question because it favored me. And then when it didn't favor me anymore, I brought it back to the question to be like, but in the context of this question, which spurred the rabbit hole, which is the ground where the rabbit hole lays, the context was a would or a should, which is what brought forth my initial idea. And that's what was justification for that. But to address the question I felt was already addressed. And that was not the first one that was like that, where the question was already addressed. Woo, fuck!
Careful.
Before we finished actually talking about it. I'm just waiting for this guy because I feel like he's going to climb through the ceiling the second I leave this place.
Bro,
oh, there he
don't be here's something to consider. They're not necromorphs.
Yeah, but I also don't have a plasma cutter.
Why are you so sure about that, by the way?
I'm just under tall.
No, I mean about the fact that they are not xenomorphs.
Oh.
No, not xenomorph is a different discussion. A necromorph from Dead Space. they don't mutate to be fast zombies.
Wait, why
and
did it
what
save?
have you. What do you mean?
Why did it save?
Because it likes you.
I
It doesn't want you to lose progress.
Bro, you just hit a checkpoint. It's fine. Get out of here now.
You just entered this room and now you want to exit it again without doing anything.
already did the thing, didn't I?
Oh, did you? I'm not sure.
I thought I did it last time.
I think last time you missed something obvious.
I'd be laughing if you...
Dude, you touched that dude, heard the memory, and
Yeah.
I think you kind of misinterpreted it.
Yeah, I remember this.
You won't get me, motherfuckers. And then he's dying. But how can he die if he's so sure that nobody can get him?
Because...
His neck got slit.
Yeah, it hits. But how can his neck can get slayed if he's in a room locked up and someone is banging the door? How can someone kill him then? Look at the floor. There's an answer.
Ah.
From below.
He did it by himself.
It's an ethereal knife.
Oh, that's true. That paper won't cut with that knife. Huh.
They can't get him if he can get himself. Actually, that dude has a wristband on his left hand, right? The purple one, pink one. It's such an unimportant detail, but that wristband has a number on it, a 4-digit code. You see that?
No, I don't.
It's pretty small. You can see it better in the debug mode. If you enter that 4-digit code in the station back at Upsilon, you get another part of that secret password you already saw. Of course, that takes several playthroughs, but because why should you came to the idea that this number is inputable at a station that is so far ahead, so far behind?
Right. Okay.
Exactly.
So wait, was there something else aside from touching him and seeing that it's Brandon?
Yeah, what again?
Is there something else in this room that I was missing?
Touched him.
I touched him. I saw that it was Brandon.
Can you take a look at him again?
Sure.
He's just
my screen is pretty blurry, but I think you got what you need to. You took an item from him, right?
I honestly don't remember, but I think so.
Okay, can you press the inventory button if you on keyboard press tab? Yeah, you have the item that you needed. You took the chip from his hands, from his dead cold hands.
Cool. Now I gotta wait for this guy to do his thing. And I still don't know where I'm going because I blitzed to here.
Potato arms.
Yeah,
well, no.
I call it the ugly potato man. It's
See,
actually
here's the thing.
It's actually the you cannot call that an NPC if that attacks you, right? What is it? It's actually the person in that game that I find is the most interesting. I'll come back later to that. But for the moment, I will take a quick smoking break because I really need one. I streamed for 2.5 hours and I really want to take a break there.
Good idea.
Okay, I'm gonna go
also have
find where I need to go.
My favorite mod starts, so taking the chance. Be right back.
Alright. Careful, Ark. Careful. Careful, Ark. What happened to the stream?
What?
What happened to the stream? Ark?
He can open doors. He can open doors. This is not good.
I wish I could see.
Well, I'm in the situation because I was trying to figure it out, but it looks fine to me. Refresh. Unshow and show.
Where is it? Show. Oh, wait. Why did it
Shogun?
change? There it goes. That's odd.
Are you back?
I hope so. I can't hear anything.
Well, that's because there's no music. No.
I can hear things. That's weird. That was totally strange.
Oh, right. These people are singing. Do not open that door.
Oh, is it because of Penguin? Hi, Penguin. How you doing? Stream does look a bit different. I mean, how so? Like more blurry? Because, you know, that's because I'm watching my brother's end using the internet. Okay, good. You see the game now. That's good.
Hopefully, there's nobody here. Lights,
don't
you can
worry,
stop
there is.
that.
There's always someone here.
I don't know where I need to go.
Go left.
That's where I came from, though.
Oh. Go right.
What's in here?
Oh, okay, you went left. Gotcha.
Interesting.
Well, I'm glad you're doing great, Penguin. Ooh. Ah.
I don't like the
gee.
choking noises. Don't you start to.
Look, it's just
Oh,
a
good, that's
hairball.
Very quiet.
Stream delay, rabbit, stream delay. Yeah, I mean... I'm not seeing any errors on my end for streams, so... Yeah, I don't know. What does it mean a guest has joined? Click to show?
What?
That's terrifying. Oh my god.
Oh.
I look away and I look back and it's the butthole.
Just an eyeball. Wait, this is
sure?
like, this is a geographic location. Why does it look like bones?
I don't. Again with that one.
It's showing cybernetics being implanted and growing on its own inside of a human body, but then there's like the deep sea area, but it looks like teeth and not like towers, which is what it's supposed to be, I thought. I'm sorry, I'm still catching back up because it's been 2 weeks. But like, if you see this, it looks like there's a robotic eye on the right-hand side, and then this is a close-up of that eye. Interesting.
Let's see if this works. 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 Ba, 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 ba.
Power off. Everything's yellow as well.
Come on. You can do it.
Hear you.
Cloudbot. Cloudbot, come on. Do the thing. I think I got alerts on. Be surprised if I don't. Yeah, oh, I got a... Alert box is not visible. Wow. Why? That's weird. Well, I think I just spent 100 points for nothing.
Oh, no, I'm dead. Oh my lord, that gave me a fucking scare. Holy crap.
What the hell happened?
Oh my fucking god.
Nice
Open
that
up
you
a
can be
door.
scared. That you can be scared at all.
Fuck off. Oh my god, that actually got me.
Did you guys actually choose the stream title by my judgment of the game? Going
Did
for
I?
the best?
Yes, that's. I made the stream title based on your judgment. Yes.
Oh, that is
Meet
so nice.
downstairs. The shuttle is on.
And it's especially nice that you actually made a pause at this game just for me. I feel so honored. Not only that you allow me to comment on the gameplay and discuss a few things. And
Oh,
this
he's
is
still
already,
here.
I gotta be honest, this is the best Soma playthrough I ever saw. Just because you guys are so incredible, intelligent, discussing all these topics. Plus, this is just a plus with me. But even if you would do it on your own, it would still be the most awesome Soma playthrough I've ever seen.
Medical.
I appreciate that, JP. Thank you.
Thank you. I need a doctor.
Well, we enjoy
I
your
would like it more if I
commentary over
wasn't
here.
bleeding from my stomach.
Well, you gotta
Why?
find-
Why?
Why?
And welcome back, Penguin. Nice to see you again.
Yeah, Penguin, you got plenty of points. You probably got the most points out of anyone here, because when I gave 1,000 points at one point, you were apparently the only one in the stream. Not even myself has that.
Just keep walking, please.
Why do I have no channel points at all? I don't even have a channel point symbol.
Are you in YouTube?
No, Twitch?
Okay. I need to set up CloudBot with Twitch. I've been testing out a few things with Streamlabs, so that's part of the issue.
That comment by Tyra is incredible funny for me. Tyra is an any percent runner, and they skip this level altogether. They don't even see a single thing in here. So he's pretty not used to seeing something here. in NMG, this changed quite recently. We also skipped this one. I don't do that thread yet because I'm not used to it. Comes soon.
Because I've seen his own damn fault. He blinded
So
himself.
this
important
scary
the
part.
structure, Joe.
Oh, this is important. Okay.
Did make me think of Hart's absurd story about what happened at Lambda. Could it really be that the WoW is somehow able to change and rebuild the
Yes.
Terry Acker? So
head?
wasn't Terry? Oh God. This is the downside of doing it 2 weeks.
Yep.
Yeah.
You can do this. You can do this. Think about it. You know that name.
That's the guy from the underwater shuttle thing, right?
Yeah. From the Delta station that was outside where you got picked up by a Zeppelin.
Where I had to make the choice between the former human consciousness who doesn't understand that he's not real anymore. And Bubble Butt.
Bubble Butt.
And the cute Kate, yeah. True, yeah. The station where you had to adjust the antenna. You found out that Terry Akers was the guy that was sitting there for several months. Until he got picked up by some other dudes, and he ripped out his eyeballs, filling himself with so-called structure gel.
Yep.
And outside of Theta, you also found the radio messages where he was carried inside to the infirmary, being unconscious. Yeah, that's it.
Interesting. Vanessa Hart. Hart appears to be in good shape considering the circumstances, only bruises and mild hypothermia caused by the long walk. It's difficult to corroborate her story as she is the only one to return. Catherine Chung. As usual, Chung is quiet and does her best to avoid eye contact. She doesn't want to be here, but Stromer demands another evaluation. Chung isn't obstinate or dishonest, but she'd rather not speak if it can be avoided. She has a hard time dealing with people in general, including doctors. Catherine Chung is weak in character, the perfect victim to be domineered and pushed around by others. She is a scared mouse I don't want to upset, so we sit quiet and pass the time. Can this person behind me shut up?
No.
God, your breathing is so loud. Not that I can talk. Guy Conrad, age 41, sex male. Conrad is dead. Oh. He boiled his brain to pulp with a WREM masser. Following the ARC neuroscan. Clearly another continuity enthusiast killing himself to take his place on the ARC. I don't like the squishing noises now that have been added to the glorious breathing that stems behind me.
I just realized, is this a game that's a precursor
to
that other game called ARC Survival Evolved?
Oh my gosh.
Where's my mute button? No, I meant server mute for you.
Yeah, I know what you meant. I knew exactly what you meant.
After that comment, you've lost all talking privileges.
All right. Talk as much as I please.
Yeah, we want that because that's content, honestly. I'm so surprised that Vanessa, it's saying that she's the only one who survived. Was Vanessa the bot on the outside where we found the walkie-talkie about Catherine?
I believe so.
No, she was talking to a so-called Sarah Lindwall at the walkie-talkie.
Oh, okay.
Vanessa Hart actually is never mentioned again in the game, and it's not really explained what is meant by this simple, small text message. She says, only bruises and mild hypothermia are caused by the long walk. This is actually referring to a person that started at Lambda, which is where you found Catherine's robot body and picked her up with the Omni tool. Vanessa walked from Lambda to this station by foot. She didn't use a Zeppelin, didn't use anything. So she was out there for several hours or days. And if you think about that and the hypothermia happening in the ocean at that time, it's incredible crazy that she survived that. And this is what.
Wait, hold on. Did I just hear enter the vents? Can this thing go in the vents?
No, I don't think so.
I mean, it would be pretty eventful, right?
Oh. Woo! That one hurt a little.
If that guy is Terry Akers, this is probably terrifying.
I mean, I did scream.
Did you miss me?
I can do that too. Oh wait, this is the door.
The door. The only door.
Well, no, is the door that had the body in, or the window that I had to smash open.
But
I think I need to go back now, right? Oh no, I had to go to this thing, didn't I?
I think you didn't explore any of these rooms here. To explain my absence, on the day before last Friday, on the Thursday, I actually tried to ride my bicycle, but it was rainy, so the pedals were slippery. And I stood up to give it some speed. I slipped off the pedals, which resulted, the impact resulted in putting my steering to the side. And so I smacked down like a stone, broke my wrist. And,
oh no!
I was actually at the CT yesterday to get a scan. I kind of felt like Simon Jarrett getting a scan. It was as not helpful because they didn't tell me any result. I will get that next week by the doctor because they were only responsible for the radiology instead of telling me anything. Catherine Chan, welcome in there. There she is.
Hey, Catherine.
Welcome. Survival of the fittest.
Yeah, it's very dark.
Oh no, yeah, I'm literally just staring at this to ignore the creepy sounds behind me.
Yes, because we all know that sight, it makes you deaf.
Yes.
Okay.
Just pick up data.
Sarah, how the hell are we going to make sure the Ark makes it?
Every launch is a crapshoot, you know that.
I just wish these numbers
I can't close the door.
What do you care? It's just a pack of data, right?
Can't reach it?
Yeah.
Guess not.
Data.
That was Catherine saying it's just a pack of data?
Yeah, apparently.
I'm already limping. I don't like this. I might have to touch a butthole. I don't want to.
I mean, sometimes you gotta touch a butthole to make yourself feel better.
You gotta know when to fold them.
Do you know how many times I tried that excuse at my girlfriend?
Okay, woo! Was not expecting that one. So I did go into that room back there. I went into this room here. That didn't happen last time, though.
You're right. Didn't.
What she says?
Stromeyer, you there?
I hear you, Brandon. What do you got?
Akers and his critters are ferocious. They pick up on
How do I turn off the lights?
Then we'll fight them. We got to get to the shuttle.
And end up like
well,
Shank
that
House?
is a
No
great
way.
question.
I'll create a distraction and pull them to me. Get the
I'm
gang
gonna
to the
die
shuttle
soon.
station.
Wait, Brandon,
Another
what are you
great question
doing?
is, why would you
Worry,
turn off the
Alice.
lights?
We'll be back as soon as you guys are safe. Just load up the shuttle and be ready to go.
Are you sure about this?
I don't plan to die today, sir.
He's like
See you at the shuttle.
completely separated from each other.
I missed all of that.
There.
I hear you, Brandon.
You can hear
Oh,
it.
there
What
he
you
is.
got?
Akers and his critters are ferocious.
So that's Brandon
They go on every
talking.
move. There's no way past them.
Wait,
Then we'll fight them. We got to get to the shuttle.
And end up like Shank and Adams? No way. Listen, I'll create a distraction and pull them to me. Get the gang to the shuttle station.
Fight?
Wait, Brandon, what are you doing?
Don't
ah,
worry, Alice. I'll be back as soon as you guys are safe. Just load up the shuttle and be ready to go.
Are you sure about this?
I don't plan to die today, sir. See you at the shuttle.
Yeah.
well, that was a
you
lie.
don't- Yeah, pretty much.
No, yeah, so basically, Akers somehow managed to create these things.
I remember this.
Because they called it
The proxies, you mean?
whatever's outside right now. Maybe I don't know. Because he said that his critters, as if Akers was controlling these things.
Yeah.
Green
I mean,
Acres.
they
Corrupt,
already
corrupt,
told
corrupt,
you at the previous level, and they talked about several proxies. And I think the word proxy gives it already away that there's some connection, and that these critters are somehow, let's say, connected or communicating with Akers. And there's a pretty clear difference to the creatures you saw before, like in the basement,
all the doors.
and the creature that is walking here. You see a? Do you see a difference there?
Yes, this one has arms.
Exactly. Which pretty likely tells you that this was or is human, or was human in.
Oh yeah.
Well, the other creature that you saw in the basement was more mutated, I would say, more abstract. It had
Well-
arms. If you would use the debug mode, you could find arms there. They are pretty small and they are pretty misfigured and
Well, so
misaligned.
what's already been explained is that it's a cancerous-like substance that
Yeah.
makes the host over exposed, I guess you could say. Yes, you. So whenever it's dying from like limbs being chopped off or whatever, it essentially regenerates to the point of bubbling, creating like cyst kind of formations that would in turn kind of keep them alive even if they are not fully, what's the word, developed? No, like cognizant, I guess is the only adequate word to use there. Acres, no, I already read that one. This is the one I didn't. Base. Woo. Overseer.
It's all about that base.
There's a bunch of numbers here. Wait. So base 18, 19. Do I need to know these?
Nope, you don't.
What is Langsley?
Lansky.
It's a question mark. Oh, is this like who's dead and who's not?
Maybe.
Strawmeyer isn't, but Brandon. Juan.
I see a circle on screen. Is that a Discord thing?
What?
Circle?
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean?
On the Discord screen, sometimes I see a circle around the mouse.
Oh,
I don't know if it's on
you see the mouse?
the mouse and a circle around it, a pretty big circle.
Oh, do you see it now?
No.
Okay, good.
Are you cheating?
I'm not cheating. I'm doing something else too. A super secret special project.
Ha.
Uh-huh.
I see. Well. Excuse you?
Friend or foe?
Friend or foe?
Wonderful.
Oh, I can open these. Ooh.
So yeah, you actually went into that Brandon 1 room for the chip pretty early. That is one of 2 ways how you can exit. Now I see the circle.
See it again?
Oh, it's gone. It vanished to the right side. There are 2 ways to enter that room. The first one is by smashing the window, which is the harder way because you smash a few items into there, and this window is kind of buggy. I don't know if it's buggy or if it's intentional that it breaks so that it needs so much weight to break because it's a little bit weird. You can break it with the lightest objects that you find, but you have to smash it a lot. You felt that, right? You were searching for heavier items, but obviously, not obviously, but what actually broke it was that you tried it so often. You can take a pencil and smash it like 10 times, and then it will break. It's a little bit weird.
Interesting. I think it's got a health bar.
Yeah, like kind of that. It feels like the developers wanted to if they preferred another way. And if you don't smash that window, you come into this security office and you find the way that you can unlock rooms. And
how do I play an audio file to make this man go away?
And you can unlock that room to enter normally.
Yeah.
But
or I can lock another
door
room.
is open and Akers can actually follow you. And I was so freaked out by that situation because there's a broken light at the door, and if you stand facing Brandon, the shadow of that creature entering the room is actually
wait, did I lock him in there?
Over your shoulder.
Did I lock him in there?
Maybe.
Good work.
I think I did.
Well done.
I think then you're pretty safe right now.
Alright, I'm gonna go for it. Huh? Why do I hear him?
Do you? Bro, do you hear it?
Quiet. So what I did was I locked those doors, which closed them. Then I unlocked them. He was like, I don't like that those doors are closed. Opened them, went in the room, and then I just locked it while he went in.
Oh.
I think that's the intended way to lock him in. Which makes a lot of sense. Because he goes after doors that get closed.
Ah. Let's see.
Big brain plays. What? What would I? Oh, grab.
You're doing big brain plays, that's what.
Okay, that way.
There's something not hooked up right.
Wait, how did he get out?
Oh, that looked weird.
How did he get out?
Didn't you say that before? That you could travel in another way?
Something's not hooked up right. But what could not be hooked up right? I don't get it. Quiet, you.
Okay, I'll be quiet.
Maybe it didn't escape.
Or maybe it's just your imagination. It always has.
No, it's definitely coming from that way. It's no longer trapped in the room.
Unless they're always trapped in the room.
Oh, good, it can vent.
Oh. Well, that means it can talk, right?
Ah, it's kind of sus to me. Renderfo? Renderfo!
Maybe I'm manual newer.
Oh my god. I don't think you understand that reference, do you?
You're right. I don't understand the reference. I could be enlightened.
Manuel Neuer is a German soccer player. He was actually the goalkeeper at one of the most successful soccer clubs in Germany. And there was obviously because of that, advertisement or marketing companies used him as a figure in advertisement clips. Yeah.
Okay.
And there was this very famous clip for weeks in Germany. There was a guy sitting on his couch watching soccer, and his girlfriend was sitting next to him. And now I gotta remember before I say it. She was like, imagine we would be sitting in the stadium right now in the arena watching soccer, and suddenly that happens in that advertisement clip. He's sitting in the stadium, feeling the atmosphere. And she's like, and imagine you carry 2 glasses of beer. He has it in his hands. He's like freaking out because it's getting better and better, you know?
Okay. Okay.
And then suddenly you are in the room of the players where they change their clothes, and obviously this is something pretty cool for that dude. And he's sitting in that room where they have their lockers and all that, and he's like vibing to it. He's like, oh my god, it's getting better and better. And then she says, I'm not your girlfriend anymore.
And then she says, what?
And then I'm Manuel Neuer, so that player, and he's even more vibing because he has his arm on his shoulders, and they are dancing because they won, and he's feeling incredible. And then his girlfriend says, and maybe we are getting home, and then I'm not Manuel Neuer anymore, and obviously she's sitting there. So, it's pretty bad if I tell it like this, but that is why German people like to say, if someone is giving too many options, like, oh, maybe I have to go this way, or maybe I have to go that way, then German people tend to say, oh, maybe I'm like Manuel Neuer, you know? Because of that. Wow, that was a fucking bad explanation.
I think that's pretty good explanation. I mean, it's basically like saying it's a German meme. You okay, bro? Oh.
Yeah, while you guys are talking about maybe it's Maybelline over there or something, I was dealing with falling off of an elevator.
Ah, I see. Why'd you fall off an elevator?
Yeah, so I got the elevator working because I'm an engineer or something. And then the elevator didn't go well. Lots of music started happening. Then it became happy. Then the power went out. So then I opened up the bottom hatch, went down the ladder, and broke a pipe on the ladder and fell down like about 40. No, not 40. How many floors was that? 5? 6?
I don't know. And I've told you this once. I'll tell you it again. Ladders are
about
evil.
7. About what?
Ladders are evil. They're out to get you. They're always out to get you.
But now I gotta deal with the 3D flesh. Why is everything in 3D, by the way? I don't understand that aspect of the game.
It's because you're injured.
What do you mean 3D? You mean the separated colors?
Yeah, dual chrome.
Yeah, that's because you're injured.
Well, the good news is I don't want to see this all, so I'm gonna remain injured.
I don't want to be damaged.
Yeah.
Thank you, Tyra. Thank you. Wasn't that accurate though? I don't really remember that clip, but I think I catch the spirit of it. I'm just a little bit sad that you.
I hear someone in there. Ow.
Oh, we missed something. Bro, we missed something. We should go back up the elevator.
Climb up.
You just climb. Yeah, there's not a missing piece. Nothing else is going to break when you do that.
You can get over it. Come on.
Yeah, exactly.
I am not playing getting over it.
Put away that sledgehammer, goddammit.
No. If I had a sledgehammer, trust me, it would not be put away at any point in this playthrough. That man, that potato man, would be.
You could put it to. Oh my God! There's
What's wrong? Bro,
in the middle of the night.
is everything okay?
Open! I think I'm dead here. Oh, hi.
Yeah, fine. I don't know what you're talking about.
That didn't look right.
That sounded juicy.
There's a wasp
Very
in my room. I have to
juicy.
take care of this because I'm fucking scared of wasps.
No,
there's a lot
no.
Sugar stuff. Yeah, I don't know where it came from, to be honest, because all of the windows are closed, so it's pretty weird. I gotta deal with that and return later.
All right,
Okay.
well, we'll see you later.
Don't worry, we'll miss some more things just for you.
Thank you.
By the way,
I don't know
bro,
what's
is
happening
it-
right now.
Yeah, I was
Don't
about
move.
to ask, what's going on? Oh,
It's okay, don't worry.
It's over now.
Who?
what's over?
Ashley?
Who?
Ashley?
Wait, didn't she die?
Like couples do.
That is. Oh, I
You don't want
see
me?
what might be
Yes.
happening here.
Of course. What happened?
They fell in love.
Who are you?
Fell in love?
Ow. Oh.
Cough.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
Oh.
I kind of understand.
Yeah, you're in your own head, my dude.
Is this the infinite dream theory?
Maybe.
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 Basically, you can keep anybody sedated for as long as you want them sedated, as long as you don't make them think that they're sedated. Basically, bread and circus. Keep them happy, keep them fed, and they'll never complain.
Keep them happy, keep them fed, they'll never complain. Up instead.
Well, I have two paths forward here, and one looks like an escape, and one looks like a continuation. Where?
Oh, well, then we would want to do a...
I'm gonna go to the escape route. You know what? Let's go the escape route.
Yeah, you know, let's do the escape route. Why not? Right? Right. What's up? It's just a body.
Why can I hear voices?
Because they're still alive. Duh.
You hear that, right? Hey, Banshee, how's it
Yeah.
going?
Hey, Banshee.
It's not just breathing anymore. It's like the whispering of their voices.
Yeah. Exactly.
Click, 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 click. I don't think it's working. You know,
You don't think what's working?
I think just maybe the power's off.
Oh, yeah, that might do things. That's for sure.
It's
You
true.
might need to
Cycle the power. Turn it off and on again.
yeah.
That's what I was trying to do.
Exactly.
I'm tired, but I'm alive. That's a thing. And I had food today. I promise.
Did you?
Well, I didn't see anything. Did you see something?
I don't remember you eating. What? No, not at all. What did you see?
I didn't see anything.
Well, gotta look harder. Aren't you supposed to be looking for something, bro?
Huh?
Aren't you supposed to be looking for something?
Yes. I don't know what though. Oh, look, stairs. Oh God.
Oh God! Stairs.
Oh, this door. I've trapped myself. I should escape while I can.
Probably.
Flashlight did not help.
Oh, that's a shame.
Oh, lights.
Yeah, that could.
Where is he?
Oh,
There he is.
I don't know. It's all ogre now.
Hey, Dal. Good. Aren't you always tired? I am always tired. That is true.
That's my brother's secret. How dare you give away his
Yes.
secrets?
Exactly. I'm closing that. Why? Because I can. It'll cost some precious seconds. Oh wait, I can't climb under
Are you
this.
okay, bro?
No.
No.
I can't climb underneath this. Uh-oh. That's not good.
No, it's not. Huh?
That's not a good sign.
No, it's not. 485, 485. Da 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 da.
Wait.
485.
Wait, is he coming through the right side?
Maybe.
How am I supposed to lift this?
Yeah, maybe just. Oh,
What am I doing?
perfect.
Perfect. What's perfect?
Perfect. Oh, you know.
Errors.
Perfect.
I really don't.
I
That's
got
why
rid
I'm
of it.
asking. Hello. I'm lost.
Hello, JP.
I found a power drill. It's not going to save me though. Why
Alright,
is this
secret
in the
project is
game?
done with. Hey, JP, you ready for this?
Oh
What?
God.
Say hello, JP.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
That's quiet.
Now I can light up. Yay!
Now people know when you're talking.
Yes, light.
Huh? Ooh. Hello, Potato Man. How are you doing?
Uh-oh.
You don't have eyes now, do you?
Really big. I did not want it
Hello?
to be that big.
I can't see crap.
Well, stop trying to look for crap.
But look at Potato Man. He looks like a pile of crap. A lot
Well,
of
that's
BS. You ask me.
It's not. This is not nice.
He's not nice. He murders me. Oh, there he is.
For shame. For shame. They just want a hug.
With what arms?
With their tiny little arms.
You
They
be
actually
quiet.
have
He's gonna hear you. Well, he went through here, so I'm assuming that this is like the correct way or something. So I'm gonna. Whoa, what was that? Oh,
Uh-oh.
never mind. Nah, another butthole. Okay. Well, this is gonna be quiet. I'm
So
sure.
Is Little Potato Man basically the meme of I've got a big head and little arms. I don't
Ew.
know how well this plan was thought out.
Thought through.
Master.
Even found a hilarious joke on Facebook. There's this, you know the word t-shirt, right?
Yeah.
The word what?
A t-shirt.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the joke was saying t-shirt is actually an abbreviation, like T-Rex. It's Tyrannosaurus shirt. And why is that? And why is that? Because of the short arms.
It really does. That's actually a clever explanation.
I loved it.
I missed a room back there, but I have a feeling that's death. So. Ooh, another door.
Hey, come back to the
Loud
room.
noises.
Missing death sounds good to me.
Yeah, this is
And
actually the
hey.
first time I heard my brother panic.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've actually been in a panic.
Oh, are you
The
actually
alcohol
right
did not help.
now? So you're drinking tonight?
Yes.
What do you drink?
Nothing fancy. I'm just drinking Mountain Dew.
Yeah. So
I thought Mountain Dew is just soda or lemonade.
Yes.
they have a brand of hard Mountain Dew.
Oh, which one has alcohol in it?
It's called Hard Mountain Dew. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know. Okay.
Yeah.
What kind of alcohol is in there? Is it like rum or beer or what is it?
I don't know.
I have
You know
an
Mike's
assumption.
Harder Lemonade kind of, or like White Claw kind of stuff, like that kind of seltzer alcohol.
So potentially beer.
Okay.
It's like 5%.
Maybe.
Yeah, it's low, very, very, very non-even alcohol kind of.
Okay.
I'm actually very curious.
But
as to
I hear
what
from
it
that
is.
that you rarely drink alcohol, so it has an effect on you.
Fuck. Yeah, basically. It's mainly alcohol has carbs, and I can't have carbs. So.
Yeah. Well, good for us. Usually you weren't that scared in Soma, so.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but to be honest, the game really kicks up the pace here. Actually, in this level, actually, I was stuck for 45 minutes. I was unable to move. I was all alone in my room. I deactivated the lights, as I always do in horror games. Sitting there, I could not move because I was so scared. I never had that happen in any game.
Wait, where does this go? Well, we're about to find out. Whee! Back the way I came. If I just close every single door, he won't know where I am.
And as well, you cannot escape if you have to go back.
Well, he can't climb the vents like me, can he? What is he gonna do? Inchworm his way through?
Could the other guy?
What other guy?
The guy had arms.
Acres?
He doesn't exist anymore. Quiet.
Didn't he just put you into the
No.
gooey thing?
No. No, we didn't. That's
by the way-
fiction.
By the way, how did you process that scene that happened as you were connected to this black gooey? Fleshy?
Yes. The way that I processed that scene was, okay, so we're essentially being passivated like a bread and circus, where in order to keep you alive, you can't have any self-destructive tendencies. So it puts a pathological blocker on you by giving you a good dream, making you happy, thus not wanting to off yourself, essentially.
That was actually also my theory. I thought more of it like the Matrix works.
Yes.
Like, if you are the battery, then they have to keep you healthy and happy, right? So
Right, they don't want you to prematurely expire.
Yeah, I thought like this about the WoW, and because Akers said in his voice messages that he wants to help to tuck them in, to watch them sleep, and you hear all these voices while running through here, right?
Right.
It actually strengthened my thought of they are being connected to a network. What you can't know about that scene, the developers actually planned that scene totally different. They wanted to introduce a funeral scene. Where you put your girlfriend to the funeral, because if you remember correctly, the news article said that you accidentally killed your girlfriend while doing the car accident, you know?
Yeah.
And so obviously Simon is feeling guilty for that. So in that dream nightmare sequence, he would put Ashley to the funeral, and but to have a scare in it, she would come out of that grave and watching directly into your face. But her face would be replaced by maggots, by a lot of them. Why do I know that? if you are activating debug mode in that moment where you have that dream sequence and you fly over to Ashley, she actually still has the maggots in her face. She doesn't have a human face. Because you only see her from behind, so it doesn't matter. But the developers left that in the game.
Oh God!
And I swear to God, it really looks disgusting.
Which way are you going? Which way are you going, huh? Which way are you going? Oh, I'm gonna break your ankles.
That
Break your ankles.
sounds disgusting.
Where are you, huh?
Little maggots.
Sorry, I gotta break some guy's ankles real quick.
I've got
Where are you going? Where are you going, huh? Huh? Are you double back? You gonna double back?
Where's that sledgehammer now, huh?
Yep. Yeah, give me. Oh, he's doubling back. I knew it. I called it. Which way you gonna go? Which way you gonna go, huh? Which way you gonna go, huh?
Is this
Gonna come this way? Gonna come this way?
Survival horror, or is this just a horror?
It's definitely just a horror because you don't have hunger or like thirst or like things to kind of. Is that him? Are they the ones kicking up a screwdriver?
I mean, in every game you kind of have to survive, but it's not survival like in the traditional sense of having a hunger meter and a thirst meter. And
Yeah.
It's just survive. It's just not be killed.
Yeah, fair enough.
Is he coming back already?
Careful.
Careful, Squidward, careful. Careful, Squidward, careful.
Careful, Ark. Careful.
Oh, God. Thanks, Patrick. That was quiet. Nobody's special! Super. Whoa, Half-Life much.
True, yeah, true.
Yeah.
What is it? We got some Portal vibes going on here. Do I have to take the plunge?
This is the same time it doesn't make any sense in that game. I hate this part of the level because it feels so unnecessary.
Woo!
So much. Why should you now need a platforming sequence after you kind of clutched your butt through 3 proxies? This is so unnecessary. It feels this level for me feels like there's a developer that really wanted to insert some kind of random platforming sequence there. And this was granted here at the end.
I was like, what am I doing?
You're opening and closing a door.
What? Why?
Tries to, yeah.
But why? Why did they give me the option to do that?
Because it's a door.
Is this... Am I dead if I go in this?
Jump in, find out.
Oh! Oh! Oh!
Well, that's fun.
I didn't hear it hit the bottom.
Hey, bro.
What?
Remember how well you can swim?
Well, I mean, I can breathe underwater, but...
Yes, but remember how well you can swim.
Let's say dive, not swim.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Hey!
No. I meant what I said
A
there.
bunghole.
It's basically you don't. You sink.
I see where you're going with this.
I feel like I cheated, but I'm gonna take it.
Go where?
I don't know yet. We'll find out. Ladder? Surely this is safe.
Yeah, obviously.
The former or the latter?
I was prepared. I was waiting. I didn't have enough momentum, but it worked out.
Holy shit, that is the smoothest pathway through this level I've ever seen, to be honest. Look at the letters K4 at the right side. This tower there, yeah?
Yeah.
Do you see it? Yeah. Usually people climb all that thing up. At the backside is a lot of metal stuff that you can crawl around. And basically you have to crawl up there, go over, turn around, go over again, jump down, and reach this part here. And it's so kind of unusual for a game like Soma, where you never had to do platforming before. To have this in the game, it's so weird, and it's so distracting and kind of disorienting. Disorientation.
I think if you took the pathway that I did, it's just a nice break of pace.
Yeah.
But if you don't, well,
Then they kind of telegraph that badly because you are the only person that I've ever seen that walk like this.
what can I?
Okay.
Oh God, what can I say? I just like bee hopping.
Yeah, well, it worked. You like bee hopping? You could try some.
Woo! The worst part is I've never actually done an official bee hop. I've just, because I've seen people do that a lot, I instinctually did it while I was like learning how to play Overwatch. So it does absolutely nothing in that game. In fact, it's detrimental in some cases. I just saw a lever and I pulled it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Running!
Yeah, it would be weird if I've never.
Whoa, okay. All right.
I hate that they put Akers in there just so you hurry up because it doesn't make sense that he's there.
Yeah.
Why did he jump down there? It doesn't make sense. Why didn't he follow you earlier?
No, so that's the thing. You know what that was? That wasn't Akers. That was a hallucination of Akers.
Yeah.
Problem is that this hallucination can actually kill you if you run towards it.
Well, you see,
yeah,
all that
but
damage is in your mind.
yeah, exactly. Your brain did that to you.
Making it physical.
Yeah, you see? It's like when you think that you're being burned by fire, then you actually get burned even though there was no fire.
Yeah. I was referring to that story right now.
Yeah. Wait, it's... Oh.
Boom!
What happened? What did she do? Come on, we gotta get her out of there.
Holy shit, Hart blew up the O2 surplus. She sealed the tunnel.
She really didn't want Akers following us to Omicron. Ah, shit, she's fucking hurt.
Her suit is leaking.
We have to get her to Omicron.
Shit, it's bad, real bad.
Oh, fuck, no!
Who?
Oh.
No, but seriously, who? Hart. Oh, that's Vanessa.
Yeah.
What happened?
I thought you said we don't listen or hear about her again.
Oh yeah, I thought so she does get referenced again. Okay.
Yeah,
but
she's the one who
that's her-
seals it off with an explosion and dies, even though she was the only survivor after having hypothermia.
Sounds pretty important, to be honest.
A
I don't
little
remember
bit.
her being that important. Okay, wow.
So now if I go back this way...
Hi, I want to offer you a promotion of the channel. Oh, thank you, first-time chatter. You have presented
Can I go up
a
this?
long body.
Wait,
of
I can.
text that no, just get off the screen. How do I get you off the screen?
Nope.
Thank you.
I'm not going to break the game.
Hype.com. Oh, come on.
Yeah, we get those regularly. Fun fact, I actually accidentally thought a bunch of
time I've
raiders
gotten it in
were that. Because I was doing a 15+ hour stream, and I was so tired by the end of it that I thought raiders were the wait, that's not a whale.
If you get those regularly, don't ban the user. Ban the phrase like the price.
Oh yeah.
Ban these and you never deal with them again.
Well,
Yeah.
the issue is they change up the letters slightly, and then it's just like, well, okay,
No,
well,
actually they don't. I have made. I wanted to say I've made friends with them. No, that's not true. But I've faced a lot of these, and I only faced them once because usually they are bots that create a new account, sweep one channel, create a new account, sweep one channel. Always using the same message. It really works well. To just
Nice.
translate one of the parts, something that no user would actually use.
what are these?
Oh, as an engineer, I would have thought you could immediately make out what these are.
Well, I have ideas, but I don't know what specific function these ones serve is the thing. I'm just trying to determine, so this is a power failure. So these are either like mines or subsonic cages for research purposes or radar pingers.
Can you exclude one of your options when you think about the surrounding?
When I think about the what?
the surroundings, the environment here?
Well, I can't, because if you're talking about the mines, then I would be like, this is a secured facility. Maybe they didn't want submarines from foreign countries interfering or whatever. Even if it's international waters.
If we're talking about sea mines, then just look up and you know that they can't be sea mines because there's way too much space on top of that. On top of them. The submarine could just go over.
Yeah, but it's 100 years in the future. I don't know how well these things have evolved. You know,
But
you never know.
look at these. They actually have a red light on top of them. Wouldn't that give away their position?
Not necessarily, because of the way that. Well, yes, you could detect it, but let's be fair here. Who expects there to be red lights on mines? So, what kind of submarines are going to have like infrared or red detection for that kind of stuff?
Wait a second. On my radar, it looks like there's an ocean mine, a sea mine. No, it can't be because it's showing its position. Okay, let's go. Let's just move on.
He's dead.
I love that theory.
Well, it's more of like they would detect it, but they wouldn't detect it by the red light, right? So, like, the red light wouldn't necessarily matter unless it could be used as a tag or an identification, so that way you can know its position if you know what kind of wavelength you're putting off or something. I don't know. I'm not a submarine expert. I'm just a... Yes, I am a coward.
I'm a scientist. Coward.
I actually have kind of been looking around these things, but I forgot where I came from now because I've been looking left and right as part of emphasis of me talking, and now I'm going, oh crap, I actually don't know where I'm going. Follow the red light road.
There's actually a lot of to uncover here.
Oh, good.
This is actually your next station. It's actually my most. That is what I refer to the best part of the game because I love that station so much. There's so incredibly a lot of lore in there, a lot of explanation.
Hope they saved me a diving suit.
A lot of explanations for questions you asked before,
and
also a lot of answers to questions that you already answered yourself, like 2 chapters beyond.
Is that a bubblefish? What is that? Oh, it's a Nautica.
Subnautica?
Oh. No, a nautical shell. Oh, yeah, I can't see it. It looked not like a nautical, but I can't see it, so...
God, I remember these psych issues in Subnautica that fiddled around with your psyche.
Oh, yeah, the mind fish or whatever.
Yeah,
was that like make you look at them and then they get closer and closer and closer until they ooh, hello.
Yep.
Until you touch them.
Oh, this one
not
is
like
so,
that though.
I love that.
The world is dead, Richard. Even if we got inside Omicron, what's left? Grab a couple suits and head for Tau? Strasky, Jonesy, Hart. Everyone is dead.
What happened to the rest of them?
Behind them. We're probably the last people left alive. The last moments of mankind. No oxygen left. Better sit down.
Goodbye, crew
Don't wanna
world.
fall into the abyss.
No, what's wrong? This place is great.
Probably. Why they call you M?
Huh? Oh, it's for Emma.
Emma Alvaro. I like that. It's a good name. We should have hung out more. I think we would have made good friends.
Thanks. I would have liked that.
Oh. And
Goodbye.
then they became algae food.
Bye.
Why didn't you say his name?
Because they died at that moment.
And then they banged. Anyway, moving on.
I mean, I especially like that this is one corpse where you got some emotions from and not only pure death like the others, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
the emotional side of the subnauts or whatever you would call them.
I mean, if you couldn't tell by now, that's not my forte. I would just be like, oh wow, that sucks.
Then it's good that the game presents you something like that, you know?
Yeah, yeah. No, I agree with that.
The game offers something for every kind of player, I would say. For the social player, for the logical player, and it shows every facet of that underwater experience, I would say.
My favorite experience.
Logitech. Yes. Well, that didn't work.
Logitech?
Yeah, the logical.
Go.
Yes. Before flushing, make sure to. Oh.
Whoa. Better be careful.
Maybe I should read these. Before flushing, make sure to open the valve pumps and turn on the pump.
There's so many safety systems the developers put in place there. It's incredible. I mean, it's so unnecessary that Simon says, "Oh, better be careful" at that point, only because he does it in the wrong order, and he theoretically crushes himself.
But here's the thing. I don't like it because I did this, I did these, and then I pulled the panel off. But because the panel wasn't off, I couldn't turn these valves.
You can only turn the valves when you push the red button first. You have to push that first.
I had to push this button first, which, okay, that's not said anywhere. Where does it say you can't turn the valves until you push the button, huh? Rigged.
It's through, you know, visual interactions, my dude.
Was that you?
But what I mean is it's like the same in Dr. Munchie's office when you put in the 4-digit code to the keypad without looking at the numbers. Oh, I guessed it. That's amazing. And they did not even have to put it in there, but they did, which shows that they are kind of caring about other solutions or alternative pathways or replays, whatever you will call it.
Yeah, replayability.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
it's just a love to detailism, right?
I can't read him like the others.
Oh.
Well, yeah, you can't read him like you can the others because the others are, you know, dive suits that you're reading. And
this is
not
important.
A dive
I'm gonna
suit.
need
That's
you.
A flesh person.
Power failure. Well, yes, because the fuses are broken. Let me go up. Because I can't plug in, what's her name, Kath or Chung, until I get power. That much is obvious. What's up here, though? Hidey hole?
Have you ever tried to hear someone just by touching their face?
Sorry, but why do you say there's no power? I mean, here's obviously light, right?
Well, yes, but this is a power failure, so that's emergency lights, if anything. Urgent. Order to come to Theta as soon as possible. Oh my god, Gask. I tried to figure out what it was about, but they wouldn't tell me anything. All I know is that they asked if you were missing or if you were dead. Something must have freaked them out. I think you better do as they tell you, Herbie. Okay, Herbie.
Herbie.
Alright, Herbie says do as they say, so we do as they say. Not as they do. Whee!
Oh no.
It was worth it.
Let's see if this works.
Power failure.
Yes! It works!
Oh, that is cute.
Wait, why is this one spring-loaded?
Oh.
Why is that one spring-loaded? Stop it. Okay. Let's see here. Oh, God. Blurry.
It's fine. Have you
Okay,
touched
let's
a
see here.
butthole lately to heal yourself?
Source. Substation. Robot dock. Fish sphere 1. Fish sphere 2. Fish sphere 6. Okay, so I gotta
read that second one again.
Robot dock.
Okay.
That's what I said
initially. You said robot
dock. Yeah.
Like Rabba-ducky.
Rabba-ducky.
Oh, Rabbit, can you please delete that message? It's so annoying to look at it.
What message?
The channel viewer follower bot message.
Omnicron lighting. Outside lighting. Ooh.
I thought I did.
Oh, they are fish spheres. Okay.
You got it.
All right, let me go to the not.
Oh,
chat
I think
panel.
you did, but I just didn't refresh the window. I'm a dummy.
That's all right. Yeah, I apparently.
I don't see how this could go wrong. How do I turn this on?
So instead of doing the whole phrase, because I'm using Nightbot, and I don't know if the whole phrase being placed in would count as one line. I'm assuming it would be, but
there you are.
I just chose the last portion.
We're right next to
one of these
Omicron,
sentences
a smaller
is
building
linked
connected to the
to
main site.
Automod?
Can't you tell?
Yeah, that's
No, my
basically
view is
what I
pretty
did.
limited. There's some heavy restrictions on my system access. Did you find a power suit?
Not yet. Trying to figure out how to get into Omicron.
Yeah.
The big building.
Oh, okay. Keep up the good work.
What's up?
That's it? You got nothing?
Sir Penguin
Good
Esquire.
luck.
He's like, yes! Hydrate's a thing! Let's go!
Kath, how are you so
Wait,
okay with all
isn't
this?
Penguin
With what?
coming in
Being
over
a talking
YouTube?
box, for one thing.
Yes.
Not being human.
So
YouTube
Penguin's
doesn't have
not so
any
bad.
redeem buttons, right?
So,
YouTube has the
You're not bothered at
redeem
all by
point
not having
stuff.
a body?
You can
I'm getting
do
there.
point stuff.
You're making me feel really
How do
self-conscious.
you do that?
be serious.
I'm doing it.
I never felt that
So
comfortable
I
being human in the
think you
first
can
place.
get the
This
points
is
on YouTube
much
if you have a
worse.
higher
Not being able to move would freak
subscriber
me
count.
out.
However,
Glad you got
the
the
way
box
I'm
and not
doing
me.
it
Would make
is
it a
through
little easier to help out if I had a
Streamlabs and
body, but
CloudBot.
you're doing a good job.
Yeah, okay, that
Just
you have
figured
other options.
being able to
is-
stretch
is,
a little would give you some ease.
is
My physical constraints don't translate
normal,
to my experience
because
very
you're
well.
the owner of that shit,
I feel
right?
about as human as
But
before,
yeah,
but as if suspended in
I
air.
never. That is why I
Which is kind of
prefer Twitch,
interesting now
because
that
I
I
always
think
have the
about it.
feeling that it's way more interactive with the redeems and whatever. And on YouTube, I never saw anything that interacted
Kath,
with the streamer then.
why do you
chat,
think I was made?
Nothing else, you know.
Why would this
And now
AI,
I'm
the
sitting
WoW,
here,
bring me
looking
here?
at this, and
I don't think we could ever know. I have my own beliefs, but nothing that can be verified.
You
Tell
need
me.
a higher subscription model,
Why
yeah?
do you think the WoW brought
No,
me here?
I
The
don't.
WoW had a range of
Like I said,
assignments,
I'm
but they all sprung
doing
from
it
one
through
single idea.
Streamlabs.
Preserve
So,
humanity.
with
When the comet
CloudBot.
hit the Earth, killing everything,
Oh,
leaving
we
a
are
fraction
just
of
rambling
humanity
here,
left
just
alive,
listening.
the WoW started
Oh.
to compensate.
It's restoring humanity.
I think so, but I don't think we share its definition of human. Or life, for that matter.
That's true.
Catherine,
What is life?
are we alive?
That's an impossible question to answer.
If I could
We
listen to
lack
this.
meaningful definitions.
Just figured there must be a way to know. To know if this life is worth living.
You assume you've changed so much, but have you really?
I don't know.
Yes.
I don't
I
feel so
have.
different. The world sure does.
Well, the world
I
doesn't
never
matter.
realized how much the idea of myself depended on where I am.
How do you mean?
I miss Toronto. Not because my friends and family are there, but because
They
I
were
know
there.
where I fit in.
You were there.
In Toronto,
Not there anymore.
I know who I am.
But do you?
This reality is
That's
what
an
it was
interesting
like 2
observation.
days ago, right?
Mm-hmm. It's a very materialistic or physical, down-to-earth kind of model. Very, what's it called? Not, is it Plato who was the one that where Aristotle was the one pointing to heavens, where Plato was the one pointing down to earth? Very...
No, I never remember which one was which.
Yeah, I'm
Who
pretty
was
sure...
the guy
It,
again that rolled the barrel up the hill.
oh, yeah.
And who's
Oh,
that dude
God.
with the apple again? The apple on its head?
Yeah,
Come
the
on.
apple on his head. Yeah, exactly. I'm just contemplating what like he is saying, because the world doesn't necessarily like environment impacts what a human is, but if you want to define what is living and what is not living, the current definition at the bare minimum is something that first off is mortal, meaning that it cannot be the inverse is adequately true. The second thing is that there are means to do so, such as not being able to eat. Because again, like, the question becomes how would you define it being living? Because normally it's you can die, right? I'm trying to think. Is there anything else that really is not subjected to that? What?
In controversy to being a god, being immortal?
Sort of, but even the immortal gods have been depicted as able to die, which I know sounds oxymoronic since immortality literally means to not be able to die, but it's more of they're able to be scattered to oblivion, whereas like for humans at the very least, depending upon which religion you look at, your mortal flesh is what dies, but you do not. You persist beyond the death of your mortal coil, as they say, thus implying that your body is what dies and not you. So in this case, right, how would you define that you're living or alive? Well, there theoretically is the opposite of life to these bots, which is if they power down, right, you're suspended. So it's like Catherine. Right. Catherine, when she's not plugged,
over there.
Yeah, when Chung is not plugged in, right? What is she? Dead? Alive?
Well, we talked about death, but we should talk about living.
Right, but what is living but just not being dead? Right? That's the question.
But what I want to ask is, if a human is mortal and can die, then in reverse you would say he's living as long as he's not dead. But if we talk about gods or immortal beings, are they alive even if they cannot die?
Well, that's what I was saying is even with the concept of gods, there was the notion of death, right? Like the Titans being eternally cast into the Tartarus pit, or certain Titans literally being cast into oblivion and forgotten for all eternity. So there is still an abyss of the end for those beings, right? AKA they lose all faith.
Theory, right?
What is what? What I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if we talk about not any Greek gods or something, if you just talk about the Christian God, the one overpowered mighty being, what is going on with your brother?
What?
He's just suckling like a little girl.
Oh, he does that. Ignore him. He's trying to keep up, and when he can't, he nervously laughs. It's just a thing. Don't worry.
I'm reacting.
I don't think that's the case.
No, it's because of Penguin.
Well, that's another explanation. That is true. Penguin does bring that out to people, yes.
I have a cooldown 1 minute before you can send the hydration again. Okay, there it goes. Never mind.
Over here talking about what does it mean to be alive, my brother. Stop hydrating me. Nah, plan.
I'm already wet. We're underwater.
I already purged the cycle. Stop it. I'll get water in a minute. He's gonna have to walk outside eventually.
I see questions of Chan in chat.
Do excuse me. I've had unfinished business. Otherwise, shall we discuss questions of yours? Questions? What kind of questions of ours that you're speaking of? We've had plenty.
I think we're talking about what it means to be alive, because I disagreed with the very, shall we say, materialistic perspective that what Simon kind of threw onto the question of are we alive? Because the entire perspective he was trying to get at was not necessarily the materialistic portion of it, but rather the fact that he knew his place. That was his point, was that I knew who I am when I was in Toronto. Now that I am here, I don't know who I am. I've lost my place. I've lost my way. Therefore, I don't feel alive. Which, as a human, right, we can sympathize with that notion, since that's a good chunk of what we. Just because we're living doesn't mean we're alive. There's a distinction in the the psyche between just going through mundane actions and living, and actually feeling alive. But if you go by a pure scientific definition, right, I'm not a human anymore. Humans are dead. The WoW is only bringing back what it can of humanity. But what it's created is not human. It's something else altogether. We're a new species altogether. It could be trying its best to bring back humanity, but it's impossible, not unless it can resurrect the dead, and even then you have to argue, well, are you a human, right? Just because you have consciousness, are you a human being, right? Well, we've already determined, at least from our perspective, in terms of this gameplay, and by our, I mainly mean myself, and probably my brother, if he agrees with me, otherwise he has his own thoughts, that people
he usually
are...
has.
Yeah, well, yeah, he usually nods his head and smiles, yes. But it's very much a case of you're not, you are a different person the second your consciousness is implanted into the robotic being. So if you diverge into two different people the moment that you are experiencing two different experiences, by nature, you're no longer who you were before. You simply are something else that has the memories of a previous being. But then, because the issue with that, right, I can understand, let me go ahead and just counterpoint myself. Well then, what if they died long before the new consciousness came about, right? So you never share the same time zone, same, like, if you look at the 4 dimensions, right, you've got X, Y, and Z, the cardinal directions, and then you've got the time dimension, because even if you stand still, you still transverse through time, right? So if you're at 2 different points and you never intersect in the time axis of reality, then can you really say you're different? Because, like, in the case of Simon specifically, you're the only, probably, if not almost guaranteed, I think there's a high chance that you're the only human being to experience what that Simon's going through, because Simon is the only one who was scanned before scans were normalized and, you know, people were living with him. He's the only one who was then also executed after all humans were dead.
I have the feeling we are talking about individuality now, but we were discussing if we are alive or not. That's a total different thing.
But that's the thing, is that the individuality comes from what you can be alive but not feel alive. What he's talking about in game is feeling alive. I don't feel like I have my right place. That's individuality, right?
Yeah, would you say that this means that he doesn't feel alive? I would say he feels alive, but out of place.
Right,
like
but
being somewhere else.
What does he mean by being out of place, right? Because how do you get that feeling? Usually that feeling is from a lack of, like, an understanding of yourself, right?
I tell you, imagine I would stand in front of your door right now, and the guy that is knocking right now is actually me.
Right.
Yeah.
Oops. And I would put a black bag on your head and pull you into my car, and I drive you like 12 hours through America. And then I put you in my basement, and then I tell you, hey, are you dead or alive? And you can clearly say, yeah, you are alive, but you are out of place. You are not knowing when you are, where you are.
But in the context here, right? Out of place and alive and individuality, you're saying, are 3 separate characteristics. He feels out of place, but he is still living, right? And by the definition of living, I would say yes, he's still alive, to answer his question. And I think we agree on that. As like your analogy just proved what I was saying. Of he is alive, he's just not a human. That's my argument. Is, well, yeah, but you're not flesh and blood like this person was before they died. Yes, you can die, so maybe you can be classified as a living being, although I have yet to see myself die because I'm just a god gamer. But I'm assuming you can die in this game, therefore you
can.
Theoretically, thank you, brother. I figured you know.
I state that as someone that knows. When the game first came out, mind you.
Yeah. Actually, the individuality doesn't even matter, because if you can be a robot and alive, and you can be a human flesh body, whatever, and be alive, then the individuality is not a thing we should discuss at this point.
Well, right, but that's what he is trying. He, being Simon, is trying to discuss individuality, but he's correlating that to being alive, and that's not the case. And that's why I said I disagree with the premise that the world has anything to do with this. Being alive does not matter what environment you are in. the only reason why you're thinking along those lines is because it's sort of the notion of only those who are able to secure their living now can worry about the future. Only those who are kind of not worried about dying at this moment can be like, well, what does the future hold for, I want to, save power. I want to not destroy the planet and all that other stuff. It's like, well, if you're hungry, right? You don't care about any of that. You want food. If you're thirsty, well, you don't care about any of that. You just want to drink some water. He's right now, Simon is in a body that does not get impacted by any of that. So he's not a human because he's not falling under the same, he's not prey to the same desires and necessities that a human being would need to be to sustain their life.
To be honest, I don't think that he feels like that because
yes.
We still hear his lungs breathing, even if it's not necessary. He still is scared of things which isn't necessary. But
those are individuality traits.
All the sensory data that he gets is like processed in his consciousness like it would be human sensors, which they are probably not, or some of them. And,
right.
Yeah.
But do you need consciousness to be alive?
Yeah, true. Yeah, I think that's the basic premise here.
Right. The question here is not whether or not he's alive. The question here is, what is consciousness? Because obviously they have some form of answer, considering they managed to transfer what we would typically consider consciousness to the person.
Host. Let's say host, even if it's a body or a robot.
The terminal just lit up.
I actually didn't mean to do that, but we're cool. I gotta take this.
Did you just flip one switch?
No, I set it up beforehand, but it wasn't working, and I didn't realize that. Oh, wait, this fuse burnt out. Okay, let me click this one. Oh, hey, look, I've got two choices. Well, I want the lighting, so let me go down one, and then it just went all the way to the left and went over the. Oh, okay, yeah.
We actually kind of lost our thought on chat right here, because Tara said he doesn't agree, which was at the beginning of the discussion where we talked about
individuality, probably, which was like
before individuality was kind of the middle of that. I think it was the alive thingy. Tara, if you
what does it mean to be alive? How do you define being alive?
Yeah,
and gods and immortals.
Yeah.
The entire thing that I would think with that is, the note. I would think that a fairly good assumption, because I see where you're coming from, or maybe it's not a fair description to say that just because you can't die, you're no longer alive. Because what does that mean for the immortal souls in the religious views? What does that mean for gods that have yet to die, right? Does that mean that there's potential for oblivion for them?
Have yet to die. Wow, cool.
Yeah, well, how do I know I can die, I haven't died yet, I don't think. Maybe I have, though.
Even alive if you don't know if you can.
Was Jesus alive when he came back from the dead? Well, I mean, who knows? By your definition, I mean, died once and you're back. Now you're the undead. Like, are the undead alive? Are they unalive? What?
Oh my God. You do realize what unalive is, right?
Well, what's the undead then? Are we undead because we're not dead?
Yes.
So we're all the moral of the story, everyone. We're zombies. I'm just you heard it here first.
Zombies is a type of undead.
Oh, we're the undead type called human. Got it.
Yes, there you go. See,
we found our racial class, everybody. We're all undeads, apparently.
Is this racist now?
No. We're weak to holy magic. That is true, though.
You can think you're alive. It's obviously not a discussion where anyone can be right or wrong, but you're wrong.
Fair.
Catherine said it depends on what questions you have left that you did not find questions, but which a professional can answer specifically in regard to the plot.
Right, and that's the other thing is, what does this game think it is? That's another big question. I still can't hear them. Interesting.
It's because they're human. They're not robot. You can't read a non-robot. It's organic. They have t-shirt and pants.
No, not yeah, I was going to say.
You could touch Carl Semken at Upsilon.
But this guy's not infected.
Memory.
He has no tech whatsoever on him.
That's what it is there's no wow for me to, like, interface with.
Yeah.
But why has he been...
While Ark is correct, do you know why there isn't? Do you remember what you found? I don't even know if you found something at Epsilon, the workshop.
It's because they...
Oh, you're asking something from like a month ago? No.
Yeah,
no, I don't.
Okay, Catherine will explain it anyway, so I'm gonna shut my mouth.
Okay. Radio buffer.
Know how to interface with looks
we
like
have any
ass.
painkillers left? This is
Look at the hole.
Sorry, we only have heavy stuff left. Morphine level drugs.
I'll take it.
Good point. Good point.
My head is about to explode.
Can do. That's stuff for emergencies. Besides, Cameron thinks the reading will
they had
settle
a
when JR
headache.
reaches 100%.
Then tell them to hurry the fuck up.
Should be a matter of hours. Just hang in there.
Keep me posted.
Yeah, well, I have this thing I need to take care of, so I'll talk to you later, okay?
Sure thing, Herb.
It must have overloaded his black box.
Humans have black boxes?
Here we do. Company policy. It records your vitals to help medical personnel treat you in case of accidents.
That's how I can hear the dead.
Right. Yeah, you should be able to data mine black boxes, just like the intercom at Theta.
Which means this guy doesn't have a black box.
It just said it. Catherine just said the black box exploded.
Exactly. He doesn't have one.
I mean, okay, you're... Yes, yeah, you're right. Oh god, I need a code.
I didn't listen carefully.
Hey, look, there's where the black box was, right in there.
Yeah. Alright, here's the deal. What is undead if not alive? Don't you have to be alive to die, and die to be dead, and dead to be undead? But if everyone is undead, then no one is alive. But then if we're if we're not alive, or dead, or undead, even then, what are we? Redeem, hydrate!
What the fuck just happened?
I couldn't hear him because things were glitching out on my end. But just redeem, hydrate.
I can't. Maybe I'm on the wrong channel here.
Oh man, what was in that drink?
You want me to repeat this?
They'll save. Yes.
All right, I'll repeat it. All right. So Sir Penguin Esquire says, "What is undead if you're not alive? Don't you have to be alive to die, and die to be dead, and dead to be undead? But if everyone is undead, then no one is alive. But then, if we're not alive or dead or undead, even when, what are we?"
Well, here's a misconception there. By the context we're saying we're all undead, we're assuming that undead is synonymous with alive.
Yes.
So
how I,
you can't say
classify
you're
it.
not undead. You can't be undead and alive at the same time. No, that's false. They're both the same word. At least in the context we were saying. Therefore, we are both undead and alive at the same time.
What is the same word? Undead and?
Alive.
And alive. They're synonymous with each other.
To like corpses that already were dead and then resurrected. They are not the same.
Yes, that is what is used for the term undead normally to refer to.
So it's kind of like a
zombies
third
and such.
state and not reversing the. Dead state.
It's like re-dead, right? Like, how do you be re-dead? Well, you're dead undead.
Isn't it real-life?
Yeah, so it's like a real-alive is the undead. Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
Well, here's the thing. Undead,
You've undone the deadedness.
Well, here's the thing. The suffix "un" means not. And
Yeah,
dead,
which
well,
would
is dead.
mean
So
alive.
not dead means alive. Yeah.
But if you look at these skeletons that get raised by necromancers and are dancing like puppets,
Then they're alive.
And then are they? And,
Well,
then we say they are undead, which means they are alive, but they kinda aren't because their own soul is not in there. They are just raised by a demonic force or whatever.
But
so basically, it's just movement,
Well, if
telekinesis.
Well, if they're walking around on their own and doing their own
No, but we see-
thoughts,
Is that
The,
alive?
wait, the question there
Yes.
is not whether or not they're alive. The question is, are they still dead? Because if you can say they're still dead, right, then they're not alive or undead.
Will come
I,
with
I,
the
don't-
twilight zone.
I would say no. They are not dead because dead means
not?
they won't move.
No,
And they
dead means they're not alive. Then you have to define what
No,
alive
because
is
here's
and
the
not
thing,
use
if
the word
you
dead
fight-
in it.
If you fight a skeleton in a video game,
Yeah,
and you beat it, you say
Yeah.
you killed it.
yeah, it's
And
now
if you
dead.
killed it, that means it's now dead.
Right,
But it had to be not dead prior.
right, which is alive. It was alive. It was alive undead.
Yeah.
Yes.
See, it was alive. That's what
Yes.
I'm getting at here.
Yes, but it wasn't. It wasn't still dead, right? Necromorphs are what they were arguing if it's like a demonic thing that's like puppeteering it, right? Well, then they're still technically dead. They're just dead corpses being manipulated. But then the question was, okay, well then the question isn't whether or not they are dead or alive. The question is, what does it mean to be alive? AKA back to our very
Yes.
first question, because dead
Yeah.
means not alive.
Yeah, and I would say that just like with your robot body, you are alive.
Just
You
say
can be
I'm pretty
technically
glad-
classified as undead too.
I'm pretty
true.
glad that the word undead exists because imagine this scene. A bloody moon was rising above the horizon. The army of the alive stood waiting.
Yes,
They are
I would know
alive.
exactly what they
Oh my
meant.
God.
Yes.
Well, again, what they would just use instead is walking corpses, which is how they used to define them before they coined the term undead.
If they just say walking corpses, that sounds like they are dead. So why are they walking?
Right. Which is why they're saying, well, if they're reanimated corpses, well, okay, they're even more impactful. They're the undead. They are no longer
Alright.
dead, where
I
they're
got
not
one
dead
for you.
things. They're just
I got
walk.
one. I got one for you.
Go for it.
There's a scientist. There's a scientist that has a platform in the middle of a 4111 4111 4111 4111.
Why do I get the feeling that
When
we
you
just
punch
got
your brother,
lowered
he
into the
seems
back
to
of a
be
van?
have a
What
hang
are you
up.
talking about?
What was that, bro?
4111. Anyway, the scientist has a platform that has a sheet covered over it, and there's a thunderstorm, and then the lightning hits a mechanism that electrifies this what's on this table underneath the platform. It sits up, and the professor exclaims, "It's alive!" Is it?
Uh-huh.
Is it? Or is it undead?
No.
Maybe just
No.
reacting to that electric energy, and that's all.
Exactly.
Give it a
It's
minute
just
and it will
contracting
calm
muscles.
Do you guys even know what I'm referencing?
Yes, Frankenstein.
Fine, of course.
Okay, good.
You really thought you're sitting here with the biggest dummies in the world.
Yeah, all right.
No,
Oh,
Omicron returned to the quarantine shutters. Lockdown canceled.
Something wants us to come
Omicron and
inside.
lockdown in one
And we
sentence.
wanna
I'm
go
worried
inside.
now.
What's the
Is the game
problem?
foreshadowing the
Come on, let's get
coronavirus?
going.
maybe.
Well, that's like saying, did Plague Inc. Predict the coronavirus?
Like the Simpsons always.
Yeah.
I'd say, yeah. If you throw enough random ideas out into the world, at some point one of those ideas will. Thank you for the hydration. I needed that splash of water. But one of those ideas that enter into the world will ultimately end up coming true. And then you'll look back at that one idea and say, they predicted it!
Well, true. You just have to open up enough possibilities.
Yeah.
It's like when Bo Burnham said, I saw an old lady cross the road, and then she was about to get hit by a shopping cart. I could have stopped it, but I didn't. But I thought it was going to be sad. I was right. I'm a genius.
Why are we starting the whole dead thing? Because of Soma. I would just think you're alive if your soul is still there, and I mean your soul is in your body, as in if someone's soul left their body, then went into another body that doesn't have a soul, they are not alive.
But that's the question, right? What is a soul? What is a soul, right? Because we're making the assumption that the soul is something unique to the human body because no entity prior has taken the soul out and put it into another body aside from a god. But in this universe, we have consciousnesses being transferred. How do you distinguish a soul from a consciousness?
Yeah, and that's ultimately where the conundrum comes from. Because it's just like you have yourself either the energy that is your being, that essentially controls your fleshy meat body that is here on this earth for a limited amount of time, and then goes somewhere into the universe, whether it's to heaven, to hell, to limbo, wherever other limbo, wherever other kind of locations are called. Yeah. So, or even just wandering around here on this earthly plane.
Oh, I thought I was in game. Oh my god. I was like, what's going on here?
JP, you okay?
I opened the window and this is the street. We are living right next to a pretty important street. And yeah, it's 4 o'clock in the morning and the trucks are still driving. It's fun.
Fair enough.
But if we talk about that Simon just basically is a copy of the human Simon of the consciousness, do we think that we can copy soul? If we think that soul is something spiritual, then it cannot be copied digitally, I would say, right? Then we can't say that we have a soul as the Simon we are playing right now.
Yeah, that's actually what I was just about to get at, was so if we think that the soul is basically the energy that's controlling our body, then...
Please tell me that was you again.
Yeah, that was JP.
Oh, okay.
If
we can hear voices in my head.
Is the energy that controls our body, then the idea of our consciousness being separate from that isn't too far-fetched, and copying the consciousness to place into a digitized state on another, into like a robotic being, your soul wouldn't be there, but your consciousness and your thoughts and ideas and basically your experiences of who you were as a person would be brought over to this new body. However, if we consider the consciousness to be your body, or your soul, the consciousness to be your soul, and we copy that over, then technically we're copying a soul at that point. And there are plenty of people that think that consciousness, if you're conscious, you have a soul.
Yeah, I would say it's hard to distinguish. If you look from the outside, if a robot or an AI or whatever is standing in front of you and acting like the human person, it's hard to distinguish between it having its consciousness or it's just reacting with the patterns that got copied. From the outside, you couldn't tell, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the question is even harder.
I think the reason we can't determine that is because we don't have enough data, right?
Yeah,
the only way we would know for a fact, because again, what we're basing all of these theories off of is the quintessential form of a thought experiment in the form of in a video game, right? We're seeing this video game and the scenario played out before us that's laid out by the video game that is dictated by the universe of a video game. So it's not reality. We don't know how reality would act, but there is the notion to kind of throw into this, like a wrench into the thought experiment. One spiritualist viewpoint, right, if you were to be abstracted from a lot of the religions, is that you could theoretically unify a lot of religions by making the assumption that if we just take what we know now, right, a four-dimensional plane of existence as we call reality, and it's probably higher than that, we just can't comprehend it just yet, and then we assume that our cognizance level of dimensions +1, like an infinite +1 kind of thing, an n+1 scenario. And a being that would exist at that level of dimensions, to us, would seem like a god. Because who's to say that there's not a fifth dimension? Well, the time so for example, right? Imagine you were a being that could travel. Well, imagine you were a being that could transverse through 4 dimensions, right? What would that look like?
Yeah. Exactly.
It would mean that you'd be able to travel forward, backwards, left, right, up and down, and then through time.
Yeah.
So your time, the amount of time it takes for you to do something, would not be at all correlated to the time that would impact a creature like humanity. So you're essentially like when you play a God Sim and you put it onto 4x, fast forward mode. Like that's essentially what a being who lives with who can transverse 4 dimensions would be able to do. They would just disappear for years, and then come back and be like, whoa, too fast. Hold on, I gotta back up a little bit. Then they go back into the past and fix something, and you never know what time
just happened.
It's like Doctor Who kind of thing, right? Where you never know, like, if you encounter Doctor Who, what adventures he's already been on. Because if you're going through a linear form of time, right, you can encounter like a 60-year-old Doctor Who, followed by a 120-year-old Doctor Who, followed by a 90-year-old Doctor Who, followed by a 3,000-year-old Doctor Who. Like, you just don't know. Same thing with this concept of a n+1 supreme being is, well, okay, what if there's another dimension of spirituality, of souls, essentially? So, if you go at it from that perspective, then could we tap into that? We're making the assumption that consciousness can be separated from souls, that we could even be able to transfer consciousness exactly as we know it, and that it wouldn't just be a script running on repeat like that first bot we ran into, right? The bot who literally didn't even acknowledge our existence.
Yeah.
Like, we don't know. We just don't know.
I mean, it's a beautiful thing that we are in this game placed into Simon, who can ask these questions throughout his whole journey. And as I always say, you are always 2 chapters ahead. He will ask these questions.
Oh God.
And, yeah. And if we would look at it from the outside, like we would have Simon running around there, and we would actually be a human just following him and accompanying him, then these questions would be hard to answer, I guess. Because we are playing that character, there's a room for this discussion. It's the only way that is possible for us to have that discussion, and this is what I really like about this. And they get deeper on that topic as well. In fact, Omicron is my favorite station, as I already said, and there are a lot of answers you finally get. But as again, the game always changes the topic as soon as you get a confirmation on your theories.
Of course. Well, I feel like the other thing that this plays into very well, with what you just said, I was thinking about this last time, but your notion that, like, it immediately changes topics plays into the idea that no matter how many times you address a question, every question known to mankind, well, more or less scientifically, has only brought forth 2 to 3 more questions in its place. The more you know, the more you know you don't know.
And I already like that it kind of fits the description of the entities living apart each other. It kind of fits that, you know? Because we are asking these questions that the other Simon did not. And that's how we can immediately see how these entities diverge. Is diverge the same, the correct...
yeah, like the personalities you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, and honestly, it could also just be the fact that this Simon can think faster. It's like, if you think of a human brain as like a CPU, this one is the upgraded version, the new gen of the human brain of 2014, 2015. This is the 2010 whatever.
To be fair, I don't have the feeling that this translates very well into this robot body, because Simon still feels like the dummy comic book seller that he was back there. Because
what is that?
When he finds new, I
Fish.
think that's a misplaced.
Barnacle.
Oh, it's a barnacle.
Yeah.
Oh. I just saw a ball floating in space. Sorry, I got distracted by balls.
Yeah, I thought it's a Nautilus. Is it called Nautilus in English?
Yeah, like an eyeball.
No, I mean one of these floating animals that have a shell like a snail.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the nautical. Yeah.
Nautical.
Nautilus? Wait, I think you. Wait, I think my brother was right. Nautilus.
Nautilus.
Yeah,
Nautilus,
they have tentacles. I think at the start of their snail house.
Uh-oh.
Nautilus, right?
Yeah. That sounds right.
So naughty.
Okay, I've stalled long enough. Let's go ahead and talk of this. What is this body?
Hey,
Speak out.
open up!
Oh, it's Starsky.
What is this shit?
Yeah, we
Armed
heard
for the
about it.
apocalypse?
Omicron is in quarantine. This is why they didn't answer our call.
Hello!
Christ, Strasky.
Quarantine
Call
from
the
what, though?
radio. They're not gonna hear you better if you scream.
Jonesy, you okay? Look, I know you're the strong silent type, but I need you to say something every now and then so I know you're all right. Jonesy? Jones?
Fuck's sakes. Let's try the annex again. Maybe we can break in.
We're losing
Did we already
Jonesy.
hear this?
We need to get her inside.
Well, get in line!
Alvaro, there's nothing we can do for her right now. Hit the stasis switch and let's check the annex.
I feel like I've already heard that.
I don't know because I didn't witness it. Did you? How many bodies did you find in this level?
2.
2?
3.
No, you at least 3. You found one, the heart body at the crushing tunnel. You found Emma that was sitting at the abyss, and you found this dude Stresky.
Yeah, and we found the black box boy, who didn't have any of those.
Then you missed someone pretty obvious.
Where?
The annex is right in front of you. If you go to the ladder, there's someone near it.
I see a helmet.
Ladder.
No.
Barnacle.
Barnacles.
In fact, the helmet is the only one missing from that person. The only thing.
They took off their helmet.
Won't fucking open! And nobody's answering to anything! What kind of cold-hearted motherfuckers would just leave us out here to die?
How dare they? They're all dead.
Yeah, you're right.
How can you be so calm about this shit? We are dying!
How much air have you guys got?
20 minutes, tops.
Hey, I'm in red! Seconds away before the CO2 gets me.
Stresky.
Why wait, right? I'm the master of my own fate.
This is Strasky. Okay. Well, Strasky. You are the master of your own fate, alright? You chose what to do at that point.
Asterisk. Keep floating. Asterisk.
I was gonna say something, but it's far funnier than what I was gonna say.
What did you want to say?
I was just gonna say something along the lines of like that, and that's why drowning is one of the worst ways to die. Yeah, no, that does not compare at all.
Yeah, you should have just waited for the CO2 to get him because he wouldn't notice that at all.
Yeah, I mean, it would be arguably less painful. But then, of course, why choose that when you could traumatize the last 2 humans on the planet?
Yeah.
Oh, how many more redeem options did you add? I only added 2 more. It was spooky and hydrate.
Pink rose. I didn't notice that pink rose is there. Hi.
Yeah.
Hello there. Oh my.
What?
You
I think the CO2 gets you.
Yeah. It's all that thing.
There it is.
Needs to be brought into your brain.
Flushing.
Yeah. You're getting flushed
Not a
down.
turd. Oh.
I mean, okay.
Use alternate entrance.
Yes.
Okay, fine.
Okay, fine.
Whatever.
Did you answer Pink Rose's question? Because I want to know that as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I did answer. It's 2 of them. So there are 3 options to redeem points in total. Option number 1 is hashtag or not hashtag exclamation redeem meow, which makes a cat sound effect on my stream. The second one is hydrate, and that one specifically because of Penguin.
What am I hearing? Static.
What was that? Redeem meow?
Yeah. He's got cat noises.
Meow. You have you hold on. Let me fix that for you since you're in the chat.
How can this go wrong?
I mean, you know, let's add some points here. Let's throw out.
Wait a minute.
500 points. Here you go.
Why does it just keep going down when I could have just jumped down to that door over there? Why am I hearing static?
What I really like about this scene is that you can actually go here before you encounter the first door, and before you know that there's a side entrance. When you go here first, there's a really scary sound, and Simon is like saying, "What am I doing? Where am I going?" Like it's really dangerous what he's doing, and so you immediately turn around because you think, "Oh God, I'm dying here."
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually what happened to me. I did go.
Oh, I guess I don't go this way. But why are there ladders?
And, Rabbit, did you die at this scene here?
Well, that's ominous. Don't say that.
I don't remember.
Because it totally could happen if you slip off. And I'm asking this because it's if you just save here and intentionally get death, it's incredibly interesting how detailed this death is, because it's pretty special, pretty detailed, pretty good.
You want to try it, bro?
But then you had to save because the game had saved a long time ago.
Save first before attempting.
No.
You can do it later as well. There is an automatic save point later where you can do the exact same thing. I will tell you again then.
All right, just tell me when to die and I'll do it.
Okay.
It'll be 100% on purpose.
Can you die if you're not alive?
Well, I'm undead, so it's fine.
I would say even if you are not alive, you can die. For example, if my smartphone is a bad idea because dying has another meaning there. Let's say I have a spoon in my hand. This one is not alive, clearly. But if I break it into pieces, I would say it's dead, like destroyed, in a destroyed meaning.
Well, it destroyed, yes.
Dead, right?
But I'm not making this.
I mean, being dead can also mean losing its purpose, right?
No. So that's the thing. That's where people kind of, I think, correlate two different things together that don't necessarily correlate. Where it's like there's a word that means to be alive, and then there's to be living, and there's like to feel alive and to feel dead. You can be alive while feeling dead inside, and that's different than dying off, right? Dying means that you can no longer serve your function, but destroying means that you're being obliterated, meaning that like if you can have a dead person's body be decimated and be destroyed.
you are mixing up emotions with physical state right now. You
Well,
said
right.
feeling alive and being destroyed. These are two totally different things.
Well, that's what I'm saying is what I was saying was feeling alive and being alive are two different things, but they use the same word, and that's where it gets confusing.
True.
So, destruction is different because destruction can cause death. Like, for example, if you obliterate a human's body, they're dead. Yeah, I could see that. But same thing with a watch, though. Like, was it ever alive to begin with to be dead? You can say it's destroyed or decimated, and it no longer serves its function. But
okay, true.
if you're, are you going to correlate that serving a function means you're alive? Well, that could be correlated to feeling alive. There are certainly truth to the psychological studies of if you don't feel alive, then that, in a sense, is correlated to you not having a purpose in life, and not having a purpose in life will lead to a shorter life expectancy. Sure, yeah, you could argue that, but on the technical definition, would that be alive or dead? Well, I'm hearing noises and I'm scared to go through the door, so give me a second.
Walk through.
It's easy for you.
Noise.
See, okay, here's the thing, bro. When I say that to you, you complain. You get no right to defend yourself anymore. You cannot complain when I say it anymore.
Bro, I complain and still do it.
Notice what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. You're complaining and doing it.
Rabbit.
Well, they lost their black box.
Rabbit, as you already played this game, this room, do you remember something special about this room? Because there's a tiny little detail that can be unnoticed about this room.
Yeah, but I'm not 100%.
Hundo.
Hundo.
And if you notice this, kind of depends on how you examine that room in the first place. And I don't mean like analyzing every inch of it, but just how you perceive this room. It makes a lot of difference there.
So what's going on in that room?
Looks
like it is black blood.
It's oil.
No, it's the black blood.
Let's call it Wancer for like wow and cancer.
Oh.
Wancer.
That was so bad, oh god.
The ambulance.
Look at
Well, this guy's in a diving suit, and there's 4 diving suits, and then there's just a hat floating here.
But
Isn't it a helmet? A construction helmet? I don't know what this does here either, but...
Yeah, probably.
I think it's a helmet, right?
Well, you should have now 500 points at minimum, JP.
Oh, do I?
Yes. Okay, perfect. That's
good.
It's a ghost helmet, bro.
My God. Okay, well, let's see here. Friend or foe? Oh, I'm seeing all 3 RGB there. Nice. Oh.
The other 2...
Fuck, I missed that because I'm not live on the stream. Wait a second, I'm skipping.
Uh-huh.
Global lockdown. Yeah. Okay. I go upstairs. Friend or foe?
Just so you know,
Where
I have
are
normal
the...
latency on, so the interaction time does take a bit. With all the levels of streaming I do, I don't think my bandwidth can handle instantaneous.
Hello? Anyone there? I feel like I'm gonna run into trouble opening this door.
Okay, Pink Rose, I see your point.
Why was this place quarantined? Why is there just a cell floating in space as if they were operating on someone?
Wait a second. What the heck?
There's a green door
How
over
did
there.
Pink Rose successfully redeem the spooky point?
Because they're just good.
They didn't even type in chat.
Oh.
What the hell's going on?
Why am I getting static from that? So the WoW is causing the static.
Whoa, what the heck?
No, I heard it.
Dear God,
wow.
that took a long time.
They redeemed the spookiness.
I was skipping to the wrong part of that stream.
Oh, okay. It wasn't the latency issue.
No. I paused the stream because why should I watch a delayed stream when I have the Discord stream at the same time? And I just pushed play.
Shoot.
And it was back at Omicron outside. So I was like, oh, I have to put it forward somewhere, but I didn't know where, so I just put it randomly. Yeah, and then I had to wait a bit.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, well, I know you redeemed it just for the sheer factor that, you know, Streamlabs is telling me that you successfully redeemed it.
Nearly choked on my chips. This is not funny. This is not funny at all.
Look, Pink Rose used the spooky without typing anything. And I don't know how.
The WoW has noticed my presence. It is very impressed. Take this, Chung.
Is this Omicron? Everything is so basic, so limited. I hope it's not the Omnidrol falling apart. Okay, we need to find you a power suit. You know, so we can go into
Was that foreshadowing?
ending up like a recycled can of soda.
You think we'll find one that fits me? I mean, I'm kind of in a suit already.
That's been bothering me too. You know how you were transferred from Vancouver?
Toronto.
From then to now.
How could I forget?
Okay, so we do it again.
You want to send me to the future?
Huh?
No, you idiot. I want to transfer your mind into a new body.
What?
Look, we already know it can be done. We don't need to make it a big deal.
It is a big deal, Kath. It's a huge fucking deal. There's got to be something else that can take us down there.
But Dunbat Theta was the only vessel that could take that pressure, and you saw what happened.
Then think of something else.
Simon, please. You don't have to switch this instant. Just play along for now. If we find something else, then great. If not...
I'm not promising anything.
Thank you, Simon.
She's not saying something.
Have a look around the room. This is where they would keep the power suits, if there are any left.
Well, she's not saying a lot. Like, she's not saying yellow.
All right, you. Where's my mute?
Is that?
Move right your foe. Oh God, it's you. Sorry, I was looking for the mute button. I accidentally kicked my fire extinguisher.
Hey, look, it's the black blood.
But it's from a container. So they were making an experiment, and it escaped.
If there are any power suits left, they should be in the lockers.
D's nuts.
Yeah, I know you
Friend
can
or foe?
send the screenshot, and I completely believe you, Pink Rose. Why it didn't show up on my end, I don't get it.
Reminder, check your air supply and systems. Gotta change my pants, put on my boots, get my ammo.
You know, it just fits with the spooky.
Yeah, that's what she says.
Find a power suit and let's get on with this.
I don't trust you. Oh.
What do you mean? Could you elaborate on that?
On what?
On what?
You said, I don't trust you.
I don't trust Catherine. There's something they're not telling me that feels... Okay, well...
Is it only now that you feel this way? Because at this point in the game,
No.
I already had the feeling that she, for like 3 situations, didn't tell me everything.
At the beginning, I never trusted. Well, or I shouldn't say never. From the beginning, she's been hiding stuff from you. I mean,
I think so. She's only telling us the information we need for the current mission. That was how I felt like.
I just don't like right now. I don't like the way that she's like pressuring you to do stuff. Like she's like, "Come on, Simon, hurry up."
If there are any power suits left, they should be in the lockers.
I mean, I was pretty suspicious as I was in Theta outside where the walkie-talkie was lying around. I already told you about the guy, the streamer that was worried about the split persona, right?
Yeah.
It didn't went that far at my first playthrough, but I was really surprised that that her persona was so different on that tape than what she presented to us.
That's what's bugging me as well, actually.
Simon, look for
Shut
a
up!
suit in the lockers.
Okay, I will. Give me a second. I'm looking at things. Oh, that boobs? Oh, sorry. Power suits tested and ready. Jasper confirms. Omicron scans are in the Ark. Catherine confirms. Loaded equipment and extra rations. Ivashkin confirms. Climber calibrated for weight. Alan confirms. Crane operator ready. Alan confirms. Omicron standing by for pickup in 2 days. Yams confirms. Okay, well.
Beans.
Why is there a broken Omni tool here?
They should be in the lockers.
I know. Give me a minute. Oh. And they are all dead. Wait, there's something on the back, isn't there?
They're all jacked.
I knew it. There's a BK on it? Get Burger King? Oh no, it's Japanese characters. I can't read that. Unless it says water.
It
which
says
would be funny.
water, I think.
I think. I was gonna say, since when have you become the what was it, hiragana expert over here? Like, get some, what was that? Katakana? I don't even know. Button. Oh.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about that. That's what if I just did this. Oh, I can do that. Oh. Wow.
It wasn't red.
Activate terminal.
Alright. Will that do anything? Oh, hey. Terminals.
The terminal is activated. Oh, well. This terminal was not activated.
What are you waiting for?
You could do
Find your
that?
power suit and let's get on with this.
Quiet.
Shut up. Alright, have you tried A?
Boop, 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 boop.
Wow, this terminal sucks.
Yeah, it's not really
Activate.
that helpful. And what even is that thing in the middle? Is that a camera?
Oh yeah, it's one of those fancy cameras that whenever you want to start a Teams meeting, it just like automatically like opens and looks at you.
Yeah, it automatically focuses your dick.
Look for a suit in the locker.
I am about to unplug you. Quiet. Okay, well I guess I'll get into this now. Oh.
Oh.
Nice. I found one of the power suits. There's a dead woman inside. At least I think it's a woman. Just like the body we found in the annex. She's missing her head.
Gross. This could work in our
Now?
favor.
Why?
Look
You
for
just
a terminal
snapped
nearby
it off.
so we can boot it up.
I heard
Why are they
it,
missing
too.
their
It's like,
heads?
You snapped it off just now.
No, I didn't. Because I'm looking inside of there and it was already exploded. It was like, it just rained out, like if you opened a cereal box and it just poured out bits of her brain. So.
Oh, it was the black blocks.
Yeah, that's.
While you are right, isn't it showing on the TV?
What?
The radio image there, or whatever it's called.
Oh.
Inside the locker.
Come on, let's activate
there's
the
a
power
TV.
suit.
Oh, TV, it's locker, TV,
Screen.
locker.
Why do I say TV? Oh yeah.
The
and
monitor.
The red
there's
thing
no
with
head.
the red head. Isn't that the head? Or the missing head?
Yeah, it's
you
missing
see
a
the
head.
torso, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Never mind.
It is perfect though, because I mean we're currently a body corpse inside of a suit.
We're a woman, yeah.
Brain.
Yeah. We don't even change gender. It's wonderful.
What are you doing?
Yeah,
We need
I
to
know,
get
right?
the suit activated.
They did that
Just
on purpose.
Pops in to redeem
Yeah.
hydration. Yeah, no, Penguin loves hydrating. And it makes
I
sense.
mean-
They're penguin.
I was gonna say. It'd be really cool if there was a false compartment. Allowed them to, like, utilize it for a secret power suit. It was the CEO's power suit.
Don't waste time, Simon. Activate the power suit already.
I will unplug you if you don't be quiet.
Can we now need the sledgehammer again?
Where's my sledgehammer, Potty? Nope. Oh, wait, that's the right thing to do.
Maybe we are stuck in a time loop, and whenever we come here, we are getting tired of Catherine. Use the sledgehammer, destroy the Omni tool, and put it on the table at the beginning of the room.
And then you come back in. Yep. And then it just like, well, then what happens to it?
Broken Omni tool here.
Yeah. But then what happens? I have to like break it, leave it, come in, break it, and then as I'm leaving, I have to take the other one, the one that's already there, and then chuck it somewhere. A high pressure power suit, blah 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 blah, keeping steady.
Guaranteed to withstand temperatures spanning from 50
even dehydration.
to
Oh my god!
degrees Celsius.
Penguin's favorite suit.
My god, negative 75 degrees Celsius. That's like
That's pretty cool.
Pretty fucking
a
cold.
lot. I was trying to think of the translation to Fahrenheit.
I only find that funny because I work a lot with well, I used to work a lot with LN2, which is liquid nitrogen, negative like 190 something. So like operating down, you know, in temperature ranges of like negative 75 degrees Celsius is something that I've operated with regularly, and you're just like, it's a lot. It's really like, yeah, it really is. It's
I've figured it out. I've done the math. It's negative 103 degrees Fahrenheit.
Good job.
I mean, Ark, of course you get bigger, lower temperatures at your work, but hey, there's always a bigger fish, right?
Right. I mean, we're doing, you know, just testing. Like, you know, now what can I withstand? You know, this is like, you know, it's just space. You know, so pretty cold, huh? Yeah. It's pretty cold. It's like the depths of the ocean. Yeah. Yes, it's very cold.
Yeah, you know. Well, how cold we talking? A lot cold.
Longa nonga donga lama cold.
Okay, so 50 degrees Celsius is 122 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah, it's not that hot.
Well, I mean, you could cook an egg with that. It's kind of like a low temperature on the stove top.
I was gonna say 100's boiling. Like, you're usually cooking around, I guess, that temperature, but not really. It's more like 70s, right?
70s?
70 C.
Oh, 158 Fahrenheit. Yeah, probably.
Yes. Yeah. No, I mean, you know, room temp, like below room temp, yes.
To be fair, I thought cooking an egg works by cooking water, so at 100 degrees.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Unless you're talking about inside an oven, then you're looking more about.
I said cooking, not baking.
I know what you said.
Shomi isn't the person that cooks his or her egg in an oven.
Well, if you cook in an oven, you'd be cooking anywhere from 350 to 400 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 176 to 204 degrees Celsius.
So pretty damn hot.
So yeah, pretty damn hot.
Interesting.
Very. I don't know what you said,
Come on, let's
but very
activate the power
interesting. Come on, activate the power suit.
Shaking. I am shaking with rage. Basically, the suits may be locked to certain individuals.
Right.
And they're also going to monitor through your skin conductance, which will be interesting if it does give you any information.
Yeah, especially since your skin is that of another person's.
Yeah.
Not exactly grade A material.
Don't write it off just yet. Remember what we found out at Theta. The suit you are wearing is basically just a Cortex chip working a few pints of structure gel, powered by the on-suit battery pack.
And a dead collie, Imogen Reed.
Exactly. If you think about it, we're actually incredibly lucky. We found a suit with an already dead body inside.
Guess you're right.
Yeah.
What about the WoW? What makes you think it'll play along?
Ooh, it's so unbelievable. The coincidences.
The WoW won't be able to deny us, even if it was capable of wanting to.
Yeah, but one just so happens to be in the locker with this upgraded suit, just perfectly. Like, yes.
So we need a Cortex.
Yes, there
so
is.
lucky that
structure gel
and
and a battery
asshole
pack.
already rotted in there.
That's one hell of a shopping list.
Yeah,
I'll just hang around here if that's okay.
I'll be back.
I'll be back. All right. See you, babe.
Shopping list.
Bro.
Was that you?
Did you touch the door?
No. I don't like it when you do shit like that. Just letting you know.
Oh, no.
At least I don't have to hear her nagging again. God.
Don't forget, we need a Cortex chip, structure gel, and a power pack to get the suit ready.
Thanks.
Don't forget. Don't
Good
forget
to know
about
I can
that.
still hear you.
Cortex
Let me guess.
suit, don't forget.
There's also gonna be a monster around here, huh?
No. Not.
He's gonna be banging on the window.
What?
Begging to be let in.
What? No.
Of course not. That'd be crazy. What's in here?
Leave me alone. Hey, look, a fire hydrant. Your good friend. Your companion.
Friend or foe? Oh, yeah.
Good job. You showed that machine who's boss.
Why is this a door?
What? Door?
Why can't I jump on this? Why is this curtain thicker than the freaking walls?
What?
What is this? I bet I could actually get stuck
Why is
back
it
there.
thicker than the curtain?
I can't walk through
walls?
the curtain. Why can I not walk through the curtain? Why isn't there an iron curtain here?
The Iron Curtain. Wasn't that something in wartime or something like that?
Yes. Ooh, what's this?
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, you're fighting the Potato Man right now.
Not yet. Spoiler alert.
I mean, you've been fighting the Potato Man.
Well,
no spoilers
it's true.
at this point.
I have been fighting the Irish for a little bit now. It's true.
We can't say much. We're half Irish.
More than that. Whee! Not alcohol.
With all the whiskey.
Yeah, right now I'm a little bit more Irish than normal. I will say that.
Yeah.
I found a closet.
The majority of our heritage is just Irish German.
Kirocine.
It's like two cultures
Must not be
very well
important.
known for their drinks.
Irish people are known for Iron Brew.
Yes.
Structure gel. I will know when I see
Especially
you.
from like Islay.
Smart.
Do you know that stuff over in America? Iron Brew?
Well, it doesn't taste good because it's imported. It has to travel across the 7 seas. When it's actually like homebrewed, it tastes much better. It's like that when we tried Guinness.
Yeah, Irish is definitely known for their Guinness.
Guinness is one of the few beers I can drink because I don't like the taste of beer, especially.
Yeah.
Are you not German? Wait a minute.
Yeah. Put me in the drawer. Oh my god, cliche alert.
Oh god, hold on. That requires.
I drink as much beer as you go to McDonald's every day, right?
Oh yeah, of course. Oh my god.
Well played.
BT7. I didn't know BTS was still around in the apocalypse.
I didn't
Override?
know you guys were racist. Goodbye. Beep. I'm gonna take my lederhosen and go away.
God. I guess I'll have to go grab my bagpipes.
Wait.
Oh, what is this? What kind of sombra nonsense is... Woo.
Ah, you're playing a game.
Oh,
I'm sorry about the noise.
That's all good.
What am I trying to do? Station overview. Oh, I see. Oh, I messed it up. Let him cook.
I know, after solving the RAM
We
puzzle,
suffer.
that's probably a little bit under your abilities.
Yeah. Oh, good. I released all the monsters.
Power's on.
Oh. Good. Now they can see me. What is this containment 1? Why is there a glowing red dot? What do they contain? Obviously, it's not contained well.
It's not?
Nerfo! You suffer. You suffer. So, is this an analogy to the hive mind? When you collect multiple consciousnesses and you throw them into one body, right? That's essentially what the WoW is doing. Where it's collected consciousnesses. Like, if we... Okay, so if we were to imagine, right? Every single instance of a person is its own conscious. Like, its own person. If you were to put, like, 5 consciousnesses into one robot... You basically created a schizophrenic robot here. Like, what happens? And what happens if the WoW tries to pull in all that data itself and essentially becomes a amalgamation of consciousnesses? Conscious eye? Oh, why is it showing me jellyfish? Why is there a butthole?
Why not?
God. Were they researching... Oh, this is the fish... oh, that's what the fish scanners were for outside. Interesting. So it analyzed...
These were for normal fish before all that shit happened, but we can see that these fishies, these probes, no, probes is the wrong word. These samples are out there. You see that?
This one's empty.
Are
They're
you
chilled.
familiar with the Bible story of Legion?
I know "We Are Legion" as a phrase, but I don't actually know the story itself.
Yeah.
How do you know that phrase if you do not know the story? I wonder.
Ghosts.
Well, it's kind of. Well, it's kind of like knowing. Well, it's kind of like knowing the phrase, "Luke, I am your father."
Oh, I see. Okay.
It's like I know the phrase because I hear it everywhere.
Well, for me, I've also seen.
The movie.
I've seen ghosts.
See the movie, but,
that like ghost stories about Legion being the culprit, and the response was never "We are a name. We are Legion. We are many."
What do you want, Ronnie? We're friends, right? Yes. Do you think Alpha is real?
What?
What makes you... Why would you ask that? I think Ross is trying to tell me something. About Site Alpha? He wants me to go down to the Abyss and find it. Crazy, right? You've been down there. I just thought you could talk some sense into me. Ronnie, I'm not at liberty to... I can't talk about that.
Can't talk about what?
What's the alarms? Oh, good, thanks. I didn't realize there was an alarm going off.
The alarms? What are they for? For plot convenience, I would say.
Yes. Well, the alarms obviously were for the whatever containment breach was about to happen, because then they all died immediately after that.
So the story about Legion in the Bible is about a man that goes to Jesus. He meets him and he asks, and he tells him that he actually is not a single individual, but he is 1,000 souls in one body, and all of them are suffering a lot because they all have to share one body. They ask Jesus for approval to go into a wild boar horde. Can you say that? A lot of swines?
Yeah.
A lot of pigs. Yeah. And Jesus allows it, and so Legion puts all these souls into this pile of pigs, and all the wild boars run into the local lake and drown themselves. So every of these 1,000 souls kill themselves at the same time.
Jeez.
This is a pretty scary story, kinda, in the Bible, and I was reminded of that because of your question of the WoW generating or collecting consciousness.
Well, there's certain, I don't know if they're necessarily biblical in nature or if they're just fictional, the imaginations of creators, but I have seen references to something similar to that, where there's demons as like enemies whose entire function is they collect or trade souls, and instead of taking them unto themselves, it's more like a currency in their eyes.
Like a resource.
Yeah, so using them like you would money, storing them in containers or having them just kind of lying around as amalgamations is a common, well, nowadays a common trope in video game logic. So, but it is an interesting notion when you bring it more towards a realism realm, like to the reality of what does that actually mean. It's very hard to visualize 1,000 or 10,000 or 1,000,000 souls condensed into a single entity, which could explain, like, okay, so this also goes to another question that is a derivative of a lot of it, which is, do other animals have souls? Do they have consciousnesses? Like, because maybe the reason the WoW is mimicking those tendril kind of, like, insectoid kind of stuff is because the consciousness of the fish are also tied up inside of it, causing it to kind of regenerate in a manner that isn't necessarily purely human. I don't know. But that's just a theory. Oh, anyway.
That's why I'm so quiet.
Yeah. I can't prove or deny that.
Theory. Life theory.
Confirmed a correlation between the overloaded systems and the corpse of Dr. Ross. I was able to shield off the corpse inside the jar glass for a couple of seconds and witnessed a massive drop in the readings. If we really have to keep Ross inside Omicron, I suggest finding a way to erect a permanent barrier to avoid severe system malfunctions. Ross recharging. WoW is definitely repairing Ross's corpse. It's the most insane thing I've ever encountered. Somehow, the WoW, primarily relegated to the structural gel inside the walls, is bombarding the corpse with every system it can access. The glass jar is surrounded by an unhealthy amount of electromagnetism and radiation, which seem to be instructing gel already stuck inside Ross's body? Not sure what the WoW expects to happen when it's restored, but at least all the crazy should stop when the body hits 100%.
Wow,
so in other words,
lips stuck together.
Oh, crazy. So the gel, what is the gel? This gel is the magical substance of life kind of thing, where it's vibranium, it's unobtainium, it's this new sticky gel.
Gundanium!
Yeah, like, you're able to create structures as stiff as buildings with a putty-like non-Newtonian fluid. And all it takes is the reorganization by electromagnetism, like the the ferrous metals that you see out in the shavings, the iron shavings that you see inside of some magic experiments, demonstrating sound waves and stuff like that. All it takes is an entity that can control electromagnetism to such a high degree of precision to restructure this gel to reconstruct a body. Sure.
Actually, this station will answer all your questions about the before-mentioned structure gel, all that black stuff running around, Pathos 2 entirely, the stuff dropping from the ceiling at Upsilon, and all that shit.
Hmm. Ah.
Look at you. You're magnificent.
You're so pretty.
I'm assuming if I touched more buttholes, I'd look different.
Maybe.
How was it in Silence of the Lambs? I would fuck myself.
Were they growing this?
Or was it growing this?
You have had so many more mute-worthy moments.
So many.
Alright, I'm gonna...
My Spooky finally got redeemed. No, that's Pink Rose. Pink Rose Spooky got redeemed.
That took a while.
Oh, nice.
That did take a while.
Jacob Harlepen. Or Halperin? An unusually sedated orange Rohi was found hovering outside Omnicron's substation. It had remarkable bone growth that seemed to interfere with its perception. Brought it inside to study it, but it stiffened and died in the process. During post-mortem study, the thing kicked back to life while being out of water. Kept swinging for a few minutes, so I returned it to an aquarium. It instantly started banging into the glass and bludgeoned itself to death before I could relocate it. Oh. Shelley.
Damn it, you read that scary text and at the same time Penguin is writing, I'm looking at you. That was scary as fuck. I thought I knew everything about the game.
Darby and Waldeck identified it as what was sabotaging the Lumar probe at about 900 meters depth. The dead-on arrival Claudia Imas. Oh, interesting. It's a 150 centimeter long rudder fish that looks like it has merged with some other kind of fish or shark. It's the freakiest form of mutation we've seen so far. It's clear that it is getting worse. Something is causing this, and I'm not buying the radioactive fallout nonsense that Ovari can't shut up about. The dead man found on the climber this morning has been identified as Johann Ross, the AI psychologist working at Tau. I can't even begin to imagine what has happened down in the abyss, and frankly, I won't risk losing my staff by going down there to look. If the ARC team is alive, which I highly doubt, they will have to find a way to give us a sign. We're not going down there again without a good reason. Okay, fair enough. Why can't I touch this panel? Okay, never mind. Why do you sound like a fax machine? I don't understand.
Why not?
I'm gonna go this way.
Okay. Plang, 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 plang. Yeah.
Not my concern.
Yes, exactly. Your footsteps
Tubas?
are not your concern.
Why did the tubas kick up? Ooh, what are you?
Hey, Andrea?
Not Andrea.
I was talking to Cameron about protein solubilization. Do you think we could break the aggregate and structure gel without flattening the configuration?
Jesus.
Notice how that's not a.
You've been listening to Cameron, that's for sure.
I'm listening through touch.
Can you blame
Oh,
me
yeah.
for trying to figure this out? I've been having the dreams too, you know. I don't know what to believe.
For any Minecraft stream, see if you can add some Minecraft redeems.
Amplification and black boxes to having a comatose
Okay, like what?
glass jar. We've all been going a bit nuts.
Who threw up in the bins?
Feels like my head's about to explode.
I was.
Hypothetically speaking,
I think some people were feeling a little
could we stop
seasick.
the WoW from mutating? there was a Site Alpha?
Hypothetically speaking, I guess we could try.
Okay, fine.
Rally, are you recording this?
Sorry. I just... Sorry.
Fumbling.
Sorry.
Did you notice the name?
Herber?
Harbor.
Yeah, that body in the suit.
Yes, exactly.
They recorded everything.
Oh, that's where I came from. He back closed.
Look at you.
You still have your head. How come I can't touch you?
Oh, you don't know why you can't
Anything-
touch specific things and specific you can't.
I mean, I'm assuming social standards are kind of dead right now.
It's not a hierarchy thing, I can tell you.
Oh, okay. I'm just saying, you know, quarantine maybe have been implemented a social distancing rule, but like, they're dead.
They're dead, Jim.
I really don't want to go down here because this feels like progress now.
Well, then make your progress because we're getting pretty close to the end.
The end
That's
of
fair.
The stream? It's
Really?
10:50.
I thought you
Yeah,
were
it's
streaming 1 hour left.
no, it's 10:53 p.m. It's almost
Yeah.
11.
Okay,
Incorrect
damn it.
floor selected.
Last time I was able to involve you into so many discussions that we actually made an extra hour. Damn it.
Oh, yeah.
I failed.
Yeah, no, unfortunately, I have to wake up at... I have to wake up at,
You had too
What
much
the
to
heck?
drink, huh?
No, sorry, I literally, I don't know what it was, but that was the most gory one I've seen thus far. I don't know why my brain, like, really interpreted that one well.
Hey, Rabbit, what do vegan zombies eat?
Oh, God.
Well,
As long as it's
obviously,
consensual.
Obviously, they eat broccoli.
Ah.
Johan Ross was found down on the climber this morning. The ARC team went down a
Or
couple of days ago,
heads
but
of
I
lettuce.
see no reason to suspect them playing a part in his death. The climber can't be operated from the abyss, so there was a scheduled retrieval.
What?
The climber returned with only the lifeless body of Alpha member Johan Ross. No traces of the ARC team. Cameron, Eames,
They're
Lansky,
on the ark.
all studying the body in
I heard my name.
containment.
I heard my
I'll
abyss.
follow up with whatever they find. Delenda Est.
I love how late the chat appears on the screen. It's like, I've already answered it.
The WoW has been getting more aggressive, pushing all systems to their limits. Ironically, the dead Dr. Johan Ross would be the perfect person to ask why the WoW is making such a big buzz about his passing. After all, the WoW isn't supposed to want anything, and definitely not to mourn people. The system
Unless...
overload affects the staff considerably. Headaches, loss of sleep, unwarranted stress. And it seems to be getting worse.
Right, I forgot.
Delenda Est.
Grains.
Oh, that makes so much sense, of course. Great.
Things are out of hand.
Forgot.
The staff looks like they're about to explode. Every other person walks around with nosebleeds, and the rest keep wiping stains of blood from their eyes to keep them from overflowing. It's to do with the WoW trying to free Ross somehow, for sure. At this point, I wouldn't be surprised if the body just got up and left. Rally Herber, our dispatcher, has been snooping around asking questions she shouldn't. She says she's going down into the abyss to find Alpha. I can't bring myself to stop her.
So I'll just explode all their heads. What?
I can do that too. So basically what happened there was at the very end, everyone's getting nosebleeds and stuff, and then the WoW just said, and then you're done. And then she blew up her brain.
Why would the WoW,
you
which
could
is
theorize about why this happens. I mean, there could be several possibilities, right?
Well,
Like
well, they're already explaining that the WoW is feeling things now, right? When it's not supposed to. like an iRobot kind of situation. So then on top of that, if it deems that the most effective path forward to free Ross, which is already dead, but apparently not in the eyes of the WoW, then if the most effective route is to eliminate the entities preventing it from escaping by overloading their black boxes, that's what it's going to do.
So what is your reasoning for overloading their black boxes?
They're preventing... They're containing Ross's body. And it doesn't want Ross's body to be contained.
But why is the glass jar still locked up?
The what?
Help, right? The glass jar is still locked up, right?
Not necessarily. There's nothing in the box.
Wasn't the glass jar broken at the suit section?
It wasn't broken, no.
No.
Oh,
it was just
what was
empty.
that glass box?
You're talking about the containment field in the center, right? Are we talking about the same thing?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
What?
Brother!
I'm talking about
Keep up with the conversation!
Confused.
Or just start smiling and nodding again, okay? No, not the black blood. Not the black blood. Not the little tiny jar. I'm talking about the gigantic cage. We're talking about the cage. The one where the spooky man appeared and then disappeared.
Oh no, penguin.
Oh.
Ah.
Engineer Ellen Walden. I can't see the chat.
Okay. Ching. You know what? That does deserve.
Oh my god, I didn't even realize that was a pun. No shit.
It's not
Holy
a pun.
moly.
It's not.
On September 13th, Vic Alcar ordered the
Pirates wear
staff
the
at a town to evacuate
parrot on their shoulder.
Together with engineer Alan Waldeck.
My obese parrot died today. It's a lot of weight off my shoulders.
Evacuation. Oh, God. I'm trying to read!
Let me just distract you once more. I was actually a doctor once. I was actually a doctor once in the hospital, and there was one patient, one client that, I had to tell him that he was never going to speak again because he became, is it called deaf? No, deaf is when you can't hear, right?
Right. Mute is
called numb.
Speak. Mute.
Mute? Yeah. Okay, I had to tell him that he's mute after he woke up from a coma. It was a hard job. I told him, and he was speechless. Oh my god,
that's a classic.
From that laugh, I can't tell you. You just took me totally serious, did you?
For a second, yeah.
I want to say yes. But I have my dad and my brother that have trained me to never believe anything that comes out of their mouth.
No. I don't believe that you believe me, but the silence that was there at Rabbit's side was like,
yes.
He believes me right now.
He's contemplating it. He's contemplating. He's like, wait a minute.
I mean, you know about the history.
I laughed.
You know about the history of Germany, and obviously there are some situation on parties where people start telling Hitler jokes, right? And obviously German people tell these to each other because we have a common history, and that's the thing, okay? But I like to snoop in on these situations and say, you know, guys, I don't think this is right. I really hate Nazi jokes because my granddad died in a KZ or whatever it's called in English, concentration camp, CC. I don't know. Yeah, I don't like that because my granddad died in a CC, and everything is then suddenly silent, and everyone feels guilty, and then I'm going on with he fell from a watchtower.
Oh,
see,
that's a good one. That's a good one. Maybe I just like dark humor. I don't know. Oh man, that took a little bit for me to get. Actually, I was like,
it was all
You're
over
dealing with more potent problems there.
Is it more bad that in my head I was going? Is he gonna then go suddenly and turn around and be like, so anyway about those Jews? Oh. I was like, what? Whoa. Hold on. Well, too dark.
What the? Stop. Wrong street.
Abort.
Yeah, that would have been this.
He's like, oh, let's not do that. Okay. I was like, do I need to get my finger on the live button right now? You know, quickly
the
and
jokes.
It's
Look, the joke started off like this, and really landed with this.
This is how the mute guy now communicates with us, by the way.
Oh, are you using the new Discord feature, the sound
Yes.
responses? I just saw the drums at your profile pic. That's cool. How do they work? Where do I do that?
So if you look all the way at the bottom of the Discord, you should see.
Oh, there! I found it. Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
Quack. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and actually finish reading these off because it's already 11, and I do have to wake up like at.
You're reading?
It's not. It's just 5 a.m. It's not 11. There's 6 hours to go.
On September 13th, Vic Alclair ordered the staff at Tau to evacuate and move up to the plateau. Together with engineer Alan Waldeck, I descended into the abyss to assist the evacuation. Following protocol, we waited at the climber platform for 140 minutes and made several attempts to contact Tau. I decided to move towards the site, thinking I might intercept them. That's when I noticed the guiding lights flickering, and soon the whole path shut down. Omega sector swallowed by darkness. I pushed on with my floodlight until I heard screaming over the short-range radio. It carried on, breaking in and out of range. As I hurried closer to investigate, I came upon the lacerated body of field worker Espinosa. Something big had almost cut her in two. I considered the importance of saving Tau, and more specifically Ross, as I heard Espinosa's colleagues getting massacred over the radio. Seeing no way to possibly improve the situation, I hurried back to the climber and left the people at Tau to their fate. Well, okay then.
What a cat.
I see someone's having fun up there.
Why is it a cat? That disturbing noise. Why is that a cat?
It's the sly smirking grin cat. I didn't really have a good foreboding emoji that I could choose from.
Oh, so you are providing these sounds and therefore providing a graphic for that. I see. I thought it's a Discord thing that is set up just right from the start.
There are 6 Discord ones that are by default given, which is the quack, the cricket, the air horn, golf clap, the sad horn, and then the ba-dum-tsh for the drums. I added, Niv and I both added for this channel 5 additional ones, which was the sad violin, the ding for the ideas. Yeah, confused.
Is that from Undertale?
No, it's a meme thing. Forgot what it was actually called.
The what meme? Way back in the day.
Yeah, it's the what meme. That clear, that success noise is basically Pokemon Ranger. And then the foreboding.
I don't know. I think it's incredibly funny because it's a cat. I don't know. Okay, your brother is reading.
Yes.
Okay.
Good
Job.
With some luck, Ross made it back to Tau.
Joke.
Yeah, just go for it. With some luck, Ross made it back to Tau and is able to continue his work at Alpha. To avoid further disturbances, I have decided to report the evacuation as a complete failure, hoping it will stop Theta from attempting another one. Claudia Eames, the manager of Omicron. Is it Eames?
Yeah.
Eames, okay. Silent A's are not my forte. The manager of Omicron has already ordered the climber to stay at the plateau for now. My report on the savage wildlife scared everyone enough to stop Waldeck and Darby from maintaining the Luminar probes. It's a good thing Galaski is off-site because I have a feeling he would not have approved. The restrictions came out slightly more severe than I had anticipated, but I'll take it. As long as Ross is left alone to work with the WoW.
Wow.
Carthage. Julia Dahl, Johan Ross, Mark Sarang.
Sarang.
Oh my god. Holy shit.
Okay.
I love that.
Okay.
Oh my. Holy shit.
I think I might have a dark joke as well.
Oh boy. Oh, hello there. We'll just leave that on the screen.
It's too bad I can't see it.
Very good one, Penguin. Love it.
Oh, look, the coffee machine.
So dark. It may be the darkest I've ever heard. And I love
Ooh, that's saying something.
Oh, yeah.
Is it too dark for YouTube and Twitch? Because I can't see it.
No. Okay, so the joke is...
I love to be on the dark side because we got cookies.
Ah.
My dad died
I
at
ate those,
9/11. He was a good pilot.
Ah. Well, the planes did get hijacked, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
These are the jokes where you think for a second if you are allowed to laugh or not.
Yeah.
yeah, pretty much. It's like,
the nervous laughter, just like.
Yeah. The second where you think, may I laugh? Or do I have to delete the stream immediately?
Can the VOD stay up?
Yeah. Me too, Penguin. Me too. I really
Friend or foe?
It's a good thing I'm a small stream that doesn't get monetization.
Yeah, we'll say it like that. This is the stream they come to 6 years from now, and they're like, this one time on their archive, you laughed at this joke. It was not funny.
Stop moving.
Stop moving.
Yeah, there's actually an incredible detail in this room. At where you are standing the wrong way. Turn 180 degrees.
Turn around.
Again?
There you go.
And at the left side, you see the... I don't know what that is, a machine or something. Go towards it. Do you see the 3 pipes showing the elemental levels?
Yeah, nitrogen, oxygen, and helium, it looks like.
Exactly. If you don't know, I don't know if an engineer automatically knows that, but if you put in these 3 elemental things into Google, you come to find a compound that is used for deep sea divers in the real world.
Nitrox.
For filling up their lungs with a compound that is more resistant to pressure.
Yep.
That enables deep sea divers to breathe underwater with their pressure tanks without getting their lungs crashed.
Yep.
And
that's for deep sea diving.
I didn't know that. B, it's in this game without explaining it. And C, this is another thing of the incredible detail stuff that the developers put in. I love this fact. Nobody's telling you that. And I was just randomly running around, saw that thing and said like, huh? What is that? Does that make sense? Inserted it into Google. I was blasted away by the fact that this actually exists. I love details like this. It shows the love of the developers. Caring that much about that topic, informing themselves just to build a realistic atmosphere you don't even realize, you know?
Yeah, no, and honestly, the only reason why I know that is just because I'm diver certified, which just means that, like, I've gone, I think the deepest dive I've done is 60 feet underwater.
How many meters are that?
That's about,
hold on, let me check it. Hey, Google.
70.
How many meters is 60 feet?
Yeah, 70 or 80, I think.
18.288 meters. Whoa.
60, not 6.
60 feet becoming meters, bro.
How many meters?
According to what, you know what? I don't have it.
Oh yeah, because that's 20 yards. Yeah. Okay. No, I have my units backwards. Yeah. That makes sense. It's about 18 meters.
Look now. how's it called? Nitrox?
So there's two different types of canisters. There's regular like O2 canisters, which is what you use like down to 30 feet and down to 60 feet, which is like 9 and 18-ish meters. But if you want to go deeper than that, in order not to let your lungs crash and to avoid the bends, you actually need to, it's better to use nitrox, which is a heavier composition of nitrogen, because when we breathe in air, a lot of people think we breathe in oxygen and breathe out carbon. It's like, no. You breathe in mostly nitrogen. The atmosphere is mostly nitrogen. So when we go down deep sea diving, their nitrox is a heavier composition of nitrogen in like the weight ratio from element to element, in order to give us a richer bag of oxygen, essentially. It just allows us to intake more oxygen while we go down deeper, because the deeper you go, the more oxygen you consume in one breath, because as you go down deeper, the oxygen inside your canister actually compresses downward. So every gulp you take, it's the same volume, but it's a higher density of air. So having nitrox allows you to at least not consume as much as well, because it will not compress nearly as much just due to the chemical composition.
Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's scary when you get down to 60 feet. You can visibly see the gauge, like the needle move when you take a breath, and you're like, "Woo, I shouldn't stay here for very long. we need to get out of here."
Oh, Penguin said, honestly, that's why I was wondering if I should tell the joke. Didn't know if it was too dark for YouTube or Twitch.
Yeah.
I think you're mostly fine if it's not homophobic or anything like that. I like this joke a lot.
I like
it. Yeah, it's dark, but it's not homophobic or
yeah.
What other bashing types are there?
Oh, I don't even know. I can't keep up. My brain's too small for that. What's this?
Against race or ethnicity, and then it's not fitting, of course.
No. Energy.
When depleted, with charge pack in atmosphere charge N5 or other. Huh. Okay. Well.
So the apparently mine.
Yep, I'm good.
What?
Goodbye. There's a dude over there.
There is.
Yep.
Oh, okay. I guess that's why the lights went out.
Render bow.
What is red?
The looping nature of these hallways tells me foe. Is that true? Why does this dead end into a climby hole that is not powered on?
Because the power went out. Duh.
No duh. You have fun, buddy.
Boxing glove? That's yeah.
Oh, don't tell me. Do I have to make a noise?
Maybe.
Okay, lesson learned. I don't go beyond that line.
Oh, okay.
So you have chosen foe. Are you happy with your decision?
Maybe.
Friend?
Friend?
You want to be friend now?
Trick or treat?
Trick or treat? You don't look like you're having a good time.
Yeah, and she don't. Sounds like she is having a good time as well, right? I mean, rarely people really look at that creature and try to analyze what it actually does, judging by the sound and the mimics, the gestures. But it's incredibly interesting if you do.
Is it a don't look at me?
What do you mean? Don't look at me.
It looks like a weeping woman, which is like the typical, like, if you look at it for too long and it notices you looking at it, it chases you.
Well, we already had a creature that was sensitive to looking at it, starting at right? So this theory is another mechanic.
Well, yes, but I'm assuming the mechanic is something along the lines of this.
But I was more referring to the behavior of the creature instead of how you deal with it. So how does it sound like? What is happening to that creature?
Sounds like a banshee.
What is the banshee doing? That characterizes it as a banshee.
It's using sonar.
That is what a banshee does?
Well, it screams. Banshees scream, right?
Yeah.
And they use sonar, right?
Oh, I see. You mean like
a bat.
That's too, yeah.
That's why it's clicking.
The clicker.
Oh, God. So is this just a red light, green light?
You know, speaking of the clicker, should I play The Last of Us? I've never had the chance. Never had a PS4, 3? What system did that come out on?
Are you kidding me? Is this really what I gotta do?
Maybe. Walk ever so silently.
So, do you know what you have to do?
Not move when it clicks?
Yeah, fuck!
Why sit there in the first place?
Okay, right. Thank you,
what do you mean?
Rose. Jesus criminy. Again, I don't.
Is it only when it's like doing something that it will notice me?
I will not tell you that, but I'm asking why are you there in the first place? What's your mission there?
To get that box because there's batteries in it.
Aha. I think that's actually a genius stroke. What's it called? Genius strike? It's a genius thing from the developers to set up this room like this. You already encountered one of these boxes and found the description of an energy pearl in it. And it was without a threat at all. So now you know what you are looking for while having a threat. If that empty box wasn't there, you probably wouldn't know what you have to do here. That is kind of genius, showing you that thing beforehand. Actually, it was even worse in an earlier version of that game, because this creature had the batteries attached to its back. So you had to sneak up on that creature, grab the battery, and leave. That is even worse. That is
yeah.
So I don't remember this part.
Will you just stop clicking? I'm gonna throw this pipe at your head.
Spook from yesterday.
I'm just reminded of The Grudge. I watched The Grudge too. Okay, so when I was in high school, The Omen came out, which was the remake of The Omen, which was June 6, 2006. And I watched that with a whole bunch of my friends. Wasn't particularly fond of the movie, for sure. I'm not big on horror in general. I ended up also watching The Grudge 2 with my friends later on, when that came out. And throughout the whole movie, I just remember me kind of curling up, plugging my ears, and lightly humming to myself to not.
God.
I could not watch or listen to this, and every time I would always check to see where it was in the movie, because I didn't want to be completely out of the know of what was going on, and just the parts that I remember was the second grudge person just going, as well as dark rooms being where they thrive. And I, for a week, could not be in a lights off room.
I mean,
I just couldn't.
I still like the brush somehow. I didn't find the noises that distracting or disturbing. I had more problems with the disgusting hair all over these white rooms. Like long hairs everywhere.
Finally!
And their strange faces. I mean, like these perfect.
I want to bash him with the pipe still.
Big eyes. So now that you are sitting there, can you now describe what that creature is doing?
It's clicking with the claw, like a crab.
That's just the symptom. No, but what is it doing right now? Look at it.
It's crying.
Yes, it's crying. It's actually a very sad monster. This is a female creature that can't cope with its existence created by the WoW. And it's just acting of being scared. It's not actually an evil monster, it's just a scared person.
Well, there's a lot of heinous acts that are committed out of fear. Does that make them not heinous?
Oh, no, I didn't say that.
Yeah.
You could... Okay, Penguin. You could almost call them a weeping angel.
Nah, no, because I can look away from them. They do have a halo.
If that would have mechanical angel wings, I would call that a magic card.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool.
Get away from me! I'm going away. Just can you leave me alone? Stop your clicking.
Get away! Leave me alone. I don't want to be looked at.
Oh my god! This is actually semi-more annoying than the other monsters we've had to face thus far. I'm away!
Red light. Green light.
If that releases it, you can just run out at full speed.
I'm doing this 100% correctly.
Red light. Green light.
Okay. Finally. It shouldn't do it again, right? Surely it wouldn't do it again.
Maybe.
Okay. Woo! That took way longer than it should have. Don't go that way. There's a crazy woman over there.
You're just warning him.
Yeah.
Don't go there. It's a toxic relationship.
It's just toxic. I'll leave those two together. All right. Well, that's one of the things done. Top level, I think, is
losing power.
You're important.
What's Thank important? You are all important. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, motherfucker.
Hello, motherfucker. That looks like the way back down.
But you want the way back up.
Did you guys see if it autosaved?
Not at all. I didn't see anything.
It should have autosaved, but it doesn't matter. If you leave the game, it will save anyway. If you select save and exit.
Yeah. That's true.
Actually, it's the entrance room that you couldn't open from the outside. Remember?
Oh. And
why
wait.
they were freaking out outside because nobody answered. Yeah, no wonder, because everyone, they kind of lost their minds about their heads about it.
I get it. I was gonna say, is this the room I was in? Because I don't remember there being, corpses with exploded heads before.
Is this the room I went in because nobody has a head? It wasn't me.
It wasn't me. They weren't there the last time I was here. I swear. Anyway, that's gonna have to do what we do it for this week. As I said, I've got to wake up in less than 6 hours, and it's my normal sleep schedule. I already know it's gonna be later than that. Oh, but yeah, no,
enough.
I enjoyed this one in particular. I'm excited to see though what the next things have to inquire, because there's still a lot of things that I'm like, how, like, what is the real question? I think we've addressed the base question of consciousness of this game. But what's the next level that it really depends upon? Because now we're talking more about like, but what does it mean to be alive? Because I think that's right now where my stopping point is, well, we're making the assumption that soul and body or soul and consciousness are separable.
I'm actually looking forward to next week with
yes,
with this one.
oh yes,
Oh man,
because now the game kind of provides you with a lot of answers, and as I said, the topic gets changed every time. So the next stream will a twist in it, one of two big twists that can be seen from a mile away, but still surprise you.
Yep.
And this is not without any reason my favorite chapter. I mean, you have 3 items to collect, and you only found 1 in this stream. This station is so freaking huge and has so many freaking audio files and all that shit. I love this station.
That makes sense. Most information equals favorite station. Ah, I could see that.
Yep.
All right, well, that's going to do it here. Thank you all so much for joining us on this grand adventure. And until next time, remember to stay safe and don't get lost in the abyss.
Bish.
Bish.